another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What's your tea, honey? What's your tea? I hope you have all of your compass together, my darling, because it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's going on, babies? What's going on? What's going on? Well, welcome to June, honey. Welcome to June. June. All right. And, honey, it is June. This is International Gay Pride Month. I'm not going to go through all them damn alphabets, honey. It's just International Gay Pride Month. It is also Black Music Month. All right. This is the time, honey, for all of you who are DJs, all of you who are music lovers. This is the time for you to really embrace Black culture, Black music, all of its contributions that it has given to society and carrying on. This is the month that they have decided to let be Black Music Month. Another short month and only got 30 days. But I guess we got 2 more days in February, right? So, part of our fun tonight, honey, your homework assignment, and you can put this up here in the comments, if you will. And that there, honey, for Black Music Month, let's talk about some of your favorite artists. Okay, some of your favorite artists. Now, we didn't get into this a few shows ago. We were trying to have some fun with it, and I wanted y'all to list those artists. Okay, when you think of these artists, you think sex, you think they put me in the mood just from their voices alone. Not necessarily the songs, because we know we got folks who got songs that you put on your mood tape. But who are those particular singers, darling, that if they open up their mouth, honey, you get moist, honey. Your panties fall off or whatever the case may be. Who are those artists for you? Okay?
I got you.
Put that up there in the comments for me. And carrying on. What's going on? We got Road. Hey, Road, what's going on? Okay, Habiba is up in here. What's going on, Habiba? Hey. Okay, and things of that nature, my darlings. So, this is going to be a cute show, baby, because we got a lot to get through. We got a lot to cover, okay? A lot to cover. I see Nikki down up in there. She getting her chicken on, honey. I got mine over here too, child. Okay. Hugh, what's up? Hugh is in the house. What's happening, baby? So, we got a lot to cover. I titled today's show, I Love Us For Real, y'all. I Love Us For Real, okay? Now, y'all know where that comes from, right? If you don't, let me tell you what's happening. That's Monique's tagline, right? Y'all know she said it all the time. I love us for real, my babies, my sweet babies, and this, that, and the other. And part of what we're going to be discussing today, I'm sure you guys have gotten into it. Y'all, if y'all have not heard what she said, we're going to play what she said in its entirety so that you can hear what she said versus going off the blogs and sound bites or whatever. But she has come up under a lot of scrutiny lately within the last week concerning something that she said about those of you who like to wear them damn bonnets and your pajamas and shit outside in public as if this is a fashion statement. Okay. Now we're going to get all off into that in a couple of seconds and things of that nature, because I have a couple of things about it. We're there. Okay. So we're going to talk about that this evening. We're going to get into we're going to really get into the 100-year anniversary of one of the most horrific Black massacres here in our country. That there is the bombing of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the destruction of Black Wall Street. Y'all hear me say here at Dishing Tea with Big Meech and Dishing Tea Entertainment Diversity TV Network, that we're doing everything within our power to lead and to assist in the rebuilding of Black Wall Street. And then in addition to that, I believe that it is my duty to create Black Gay Wall Street, okay? Because we have a lot of Black prominent gay entrepreneurs and business owners who I believe would be given an opportunity if we can consolidate that effort to where we can be a force to be reckoned with, okay? And be a part of the diaspora as we are, and to increase our economic power so that we can increase our political power. So we're going to discuss that. How many of you have seen the part one of what's going on with they're doing the docuseries on OWN? What is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's a documentary about Black Wall Street. I watched the first part. I finally got through it. I've been trying to watch it. I keep falling asleep on it because I will watch it coming in from work, and then of course I'm already tired. But I finally got through the first part, and I think it's like 2 or 3 parts to this. But I encourage you to get in touch with it. If you've not seen it, it's on demand right now. Go to your if you're on cable, go to the on demand section and go to OWN and look up Black Wall Street and catch this documentary. So we're going to be talking about that. Also, we're going to be talking about Memorial Day for a second. We're coming out of the Memorial Day holiday and carrying on. How many of you guys know that Memorial Day is really started by Black folks? Did y'all know that? If you know that, put your thumbs up and say, yeah, I knew. Okay. If you didn't know that, say, oh, I learned something today. Okay. Put that all in the comments and carrying on. Well, for those of y'all who did not know that, I'm going to play something here because apparently there was some education that was given. And as the Army vet was giving his speech, they decided to cut his microphone off when he got to that particular part. And we'll get into that, okay? We'll get into that, and then we got some other stuff coming down the pipeline, okay? So let's do all this and do that and the third. I'm trying to do something a little different. I'm trying to keep my timing together so that we can forge our way through. So let me do this because we're 10 minutes in already. I'm going to take our first commercial break. Yeah, notice I said first because I'm going to do a series of commercial breaks because I've got to start timing the show a little bit better than what I'm doing so that when we get our sponsors to come in, I have definite time slots for our sponsors. So sit back. We'll be right back after these messages and I'll bring in my co-host. How about that? Yeah, honey. Yeah. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
Try this as an affirmation. I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. I need you to come and take away my pressure. Lead me and I'll follow, it's my pleasure.
haven't always been in position, but I'm ready to be under your submission, following wherever you lead, because I trust your decisions, you see. I've been out here all alone on my own.
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today? And we are back. Hello there, darlings. We are returning. Let me bring in my co-host with me. Aunt Nick is in the building. Come on in here, Nick. What's going on? What's going on?
Men pain, but I'm here.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we get started, Meech done mentioned everything about June. Except for that it is Gemini season and it was the month of my birth. And my ass, my birthday is Sunday until the 22nd or whatever the last day is Gemini stuff.
Okay, so we are in Gemini season. Okay. So, well, I didn't mention everything that's June because we got a child. It's a number of things.
Y'all, I'm the biggest thing in June. Let me tell y'all. I'm the biggest thing in June. I'm claiming that. I'm the biggest thing about June this time.
Okay.
I may not have
Wait a
before,
minute.
but
This
I'm
time
claiming
I'm
it this
here
time.
for the tea while drinking my wine. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
That's called a Long Island.
Yes. My little baby.
A Long Island iced tea. What's going on, baby? Habiba says, well, I wish I could attend a Chinese university in China. Why? Because you can study the black and white civics from a neutral standpoint. Is it really neutral now? You know, because I believe at one point it probably was, but now with all of the fuckery and stuff that we have going on with China and things, I don't know if we would if
They don't like
it's
us. They're not
neutral
gonna be impartial about nothing.
As it once was, you know, but I would challenge it to see what's going on and things of that nature. So let's get into this, honey, because this is going to take a little piece of a minute. I'm a lump these two pieces together. Well, no, the pieces I'm gonna lump together would be
I look crazy. I'm sorry.
Let's get serious. I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna play something that's gonna crack you up, and then I'm gonna get serious.
Let's get serious, and Jermaine Jackson just popped in my head. Sorry.
Let's get serious. Okay, it's Black Music Month. It's Black Music Month.
Listen, this is how when I was little, that's how I learned how to spell serious. And to this day, if I forget real quick, the song pop in my head.
Really?
SERIOUS.
Let's get serious.
Baby, let's get serious. I promise.
Okay. So let's do this. How many of y'all have heard Monique's Do I Did It? If you haven't,
I haven't actually heard it, but I will tell you guys, I agree. Like,
well, hold on.
I think I like the bonnets and stuff. They're cute and everything. But even if I got one on my head and I want to go outside, something will make me put my hair in a ponytail and take it off.
Hold up. Well, then let's do this. Let's get her to talk.
Okay. Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment. And I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie. And I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie got to talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of, let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on and you got slippers on and you looking like, what the fuck? Aunt Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey, queen, hey, queen, hey, queen, well, can we start putting it into action? So I'm asking our wiser sisters, when we see our little babies out there looking like they just don't care, and I'm not saying y'all don't, it looks like it. Can we just tap them and say, baby girl, you deserve more than what you're showing. Represent you with pride, my babies. And that may be a part of us helping our community. Because if you look like you don't give a damn, how you going to be treated? So, when I say, hey, queen, I can only say it to the sisters that it belongs to. Because a lot of us are still in queen training. So if you're in queen training, stop being fearful of taking your position. And queens don't walk around with bonnets and headscarves and slippers and pajamas. That's for the house. When you go outside, represent you, baby, like you are worthy and you deserve the title of Hey Queen. Aunt Nikki love y'all for real. And I ain't never gonna BS you. Stop wearing them damn bonnets and headscarves looking like don't nobody give a damn about you, nor do you give a damn about yourself. Because you beautiful. So represent it. I love y'all for real, my babies.
And we are back.
Well,
And we are back. Okay. Y'all blowing up here in the comments. Okay. Y'all blowing up in the comments.
okay.
I agree with
Aunt Nikki
Monique.
over here.
I agree with Monique. Some women ain't even looking for a man. That's why that they as is. Okay.
Okay. I agree to an extent, and she needs to be a little bit clearer when you say headscarf. Because, darling, a woman can wear a headscarf and look many queens.
But that's what she just said, though. She said that earlier. She said there's a lot of shit out here to where you could sit up here and wrap it up to do it.
Yeah, but when you, but the way she said it, she kept saying bonnets and headscarves. Stop
okay.
Bonnets and headscarves. So I agree with what she means. I know exactly what she means. She like when you got your headscarf on, and you just got your hair tied up. But there are a lot of women who wear headscarves and wear them proudly. Y'all know a lot of times I will put my scarf on and I know it look good. I wrap it up there to look good. Yes, I go out the house with it, but I do not go out the house with a bonnet on. I'm not doing that. Like I'll do this. I'll put my hair in a ponytail and put a baseball cap on and put some gloss on my lips like it was earlier and go outside. I agree, because why are you in pajamas and slippers and shit outside?
Right.
Because you can wear some flip-flops that are cute that ain't slippers.
Listen, okay, hold on. I like that color better. Okay, well, her people said she needs a damn degree in economics. People lost jobs. They have no money. They don't sleep with men for money. Wait a minute. Explain yourself on that one, people.
I'm lost.
Okay, give me that one. Okay, hold on. Michael Calhoun, you said, I hear what she's saying, but at the same token, people are going to do what they want to do. She is not the first person to have said something about this issue, and people still, I will need to do, still would need to do what they want to do. Okay, Monique is telling someone what career I saw her just recently on. I just saw her recently had on an outfit. Says she shouldn't hand on what?
Had on to
She
stop
shouldn't have on to stop telling people what to do.
So I think he's saying she was on something. She had something that she shouldn't have had on.
Okay, no, but that's a whole outfit though. Now see, wait a minute, hold up. Now see, this is what I'm waiting on. Okay,
yeah, because that's different.
I see you in there. What you said, you said a whole entire outfit, which means that when she looked at herself in the mirror, honey, she thought she was making a fashion statement, and it didn't agree with you. We're like, okay, cool. We're not talking about whole entire outfits, and it's a matter of taste.
We're talking about going outside.
We're talking about going outside, and this is why I agree with her 100%. Okay, because even when I was a child, I could not stand to see women come outside or men, because the pimps were still wearing their hair like that too.
With the fucking rollers in their hair.
They've got damn pink curlers in their head, okay, and things of that nature. All this damn foam and shit. Now, at that time, they did have the scarf, and they would tie their head down so you couldn't see the rollers are carrying on, right? But whenever that was done, you knew that was a quick run
to the store back.
Okay, it was a quick run. I got to bump in and bump out.
My grandmother used to make, even though we had the curlers in her hair, she would rather me take my rollers out and not comb my curls out.
Right.
Take my rollers out to go to the store. I couldn't go to the store with the rollers in my hair.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit on the step with the rollers in my hair.
Okay.
I tried it a couple times.
That there was, and when we talk about a sense of pride, okay, and let's talk about hairstyles, because I'm going to talk about hairstyles and I'm going to talk about do-rags. Because if my nephews are on here listening, then my nephews
can't stand that shit.
Listen, a do-rag was supposed to set your motherfucking waves. You put it on so you can set the wave pattern, okay? You did not wear that damn do-rag outside, and if you did, you would run into the car because you wasn't ready to reveal your head yet. Okay,
and most of them still put the baseball cap over top of that.
Right, and let the little back hang or whatever.
Let the little back hang. My son Timmy, I remember Timmy still would roll his up.
Right,
he would roll his up in the back if he ain't got the do-rag off yet.
So this
I'm agreeing with her because it is a sense of pride. But I'm gonna tell you one reason why I think it may be happening. We have so many people who have the bonnet companies, right?
Get out of my head. Okay,
they have the bonnet companies. These bonnets ain't cheap no more, honey.
No, they're not. And this is where I'm going with that. Okay, hold on. See, we have allowed ourselves, the bonnet companies have come out because they have seen that people want to wear these bonnets. So what do? They use them to where you could put and advertise yourself on them. They're making them as marketing pieces.
Because you think about Toya Wright.
Yeah.
Her name mother, Lil Wayne's wife. Her bonnets are amazing. She's like,
okay.
But they're beautiful. She made them pretty. And she probably made them pretty like that for when you needed to run to the store real quick.
Right.
And not one take it off.
Right.
I don't think her intention, because her and Tammy got all the little funny ones and all kinds of. Tammy was the first one. Hers wasn't as luxurious as the way Toya made hers. Tammy made hers funny because she had the Bonnet Chronicles.
Right.
But when Tammy, you'll never see Tammy outside motherfucking house with her bonnet on. Tammy is in her, what she call it, in her garage. She in her garage telling the damn story with the Bonnet Chronicles.
Okay.
Toya has luxurious ones. Toya, you'll never see Toya in no goddamn bonnet. You'll never see her in her own damn bonnet.
Right. Out in public. And I want y'all to hear me, okay? Because before any of y'all jump on the bandwagon, because I see Michael Sender said people just, why can't, here he go. Why people just can't wear what they want to wear as long as they're not hurting anyone. I don't care what someone has on. That's their business. If they like it, I love it. So you missing the point. It's not about them not.
We're talking about us as a people.
Hold on, Nick. It's not about whether or not they can wear what they want to wear or whatever. We're talking about as far as representation. See, this is why we as Black folks, this is why we having a fucking problem. Because what we have allowed to become ghetto fabulous and what we have allowed to become a statement for Black people, that there has not, we have taken, that was a sense of something that was inside the house. Or like we said, it was a quick run to the store. You went down to the corner store. You didn't go way out 5 miles to fucking Walmart. My Walmart from where I am here is 4.5 miles away, which means that's a conscious decision.
For me to get my ass in the car.
Wait, because these bitches get on the bus.
They get on the bus, yes.
These bitches get on the bus.
In the Uber.
On the bus, in your pajamas, house slippers, on the bus to go do some grocery shopping in this damn bonnet, scuffing across the way. And all because, I can wear what I want to wear. And the point that she making is, when do we leave out of the house looking as if we don't give a damn? Now, let me say this. I'm going to say this. Because the people who want to say, why can't they wear what they want to wear? Listen, they coordinate the shit out of it. Because the bonnet match the pajamas. Match the slippers. And now, catch this. Then they want to have a damn Fendi bag or a Gucci bag purse.
Yes.
Okay.
And
you wonder. So now you done made this a fashion statement when it is not. Okay.
I ain't never seen it. Not that they can make the fashion trends for real for me, but I ain't never seen pajamas come across any spring, fall, or winter runway.
So wait a minute. Dr. Moss said, and no money in the Gucci. Come on, I'm gonna bring you in here, Marla.
Not a damn dime, Dr. Marla. Not a damn dime.
The whole thing, and
it's real.
What gets me upset about this, because I've seen in the comments, on different platforms and carrying on, I even got mad at comedian Capone because I watched on Comedy Central, Capone and Pierre, they had a disagreement about it because he was like, she need to mind her own fucking business. She need to mind her business, and that folks, because you don't know what folks are going through, they want to be comfortable. There's a way to be comfortable without looking like you slovenly.
I put my scarf on to go out the house all the time, and I tie it very nice.
Right.
Make it look like
we got the way that you could take a scarf, girl, and do that damn loop-de-loop. You can roll it around to it.
Listen,
and look like
you make the little knot.
Yes.
Thing right there, make it look like you a quick.
Make it look. Listen, that's what
you said. I'm made to do just
put a hat on.
Huh?
Go ahead, Mama.
I'm gonna put a hat on like you ain't. I said I'm gonna put a hat on like you ain't, Nikki. I'm not going.
I wear my scarves, but I don't wear them looking like I'm about to sweep and mop the floor. Mm-hmm. I carefully sit here and wrap. Y'all see, I wrap my turban thing up all the time. They have scarves that are made to be able to wrap like turban.
Exactly.
You bought it at the same place you bought that damn bonnet at the hair store. Please get that. Take your bonnet off and put that on to go outside.
Now let's go ahead, Marla, because you want to say something.
But one of the things that I look at, okay, so when you're working at McDonald's, they have a uniform. They expect you to look a certain way. When you're when you're in the military, you have a uniform. They're expecting you to look a certain way. And so I know that those aren't those types of things, but it's self-respect. That's really what it boils down to. I can't stand seeing these young ladies that, you know, what we would say back in the day, barefoot and pregnant, and they going out there and just got flip-flops on. Not just flip-flops, but those like house shoes.
You know the ones that look like
flip-flops.
look like bear claw with all that fur carried on.
Right. That are supposed to be worn in your house.
They got really good flip-flops that are made for outside. I wear my flip-flops all the time. My Adidas flip-flops, I wear them all the time. But I don't look like I'm sliding through the damn store in my house shoes.
Scuffing.
Right. And then but along with once you let that go, your personality goes too. Because a lot of times you get that it causes you to have that more I don't care ghetto attitude. A lot of times. I'm not saying everybody that go out there like that is like that, but what I'm saying is when you don't have self-pride, it takes a whole nother role in your mind. Your mindset's different. So when somebody says something to you, you want to be back at them. Well,
instead of thinking about what they say, because she didn't say it in a malice way.
Well, let's do this. Let's open this up a bit, because I don't necessarily want to jump on them and say they don't have self-pride, because again, the culture has changed. And I think this is the whole idea of this particular conversation, because a lot of them don't believe that they don't have that their self-pride is lacking. What they're saying is that this is who I am. I'm comfortable like this, and you know, and they're using these garments as fashion statements.
Right. You guys remember, Marlon, my kids that are around my kids' age, right? So when my kids were teenagers, Meech, do you remember? So Keisha, Cole, Timmy, they in their 30s. When they were in their teenagers, remember the explosion of all the different pajamas and stuff, and all the kids were wearing them? They started that. And I remember, now the school wouldn't let them wear them to school.
No.
But they did. They was wearing them all the time to wear so much that it was getting on my nerves so much that like once a month I would let my kids have the little house party thing. Remember I told you I was the neighborhood mom. When I needed my carpet clean, I let them have a party because that meant y'all moving all the stuff out the way for me. But we would have, like, the theme was, because I knew they was going to wear the pajamas anyway.
Right.
So I said, well, just turn it into the damn pajama party. It, you know, would be $5 to get in. So if you got your pajamas on, it's only $3 or $2 or whatever they used to do. You know, but it started back then, but now, but it seemed like it faded out very quickly. And now it's back.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Michael. He says, I'm not disagreeing with you all, but there are more serious issues out here in the world that need to be addressed. Let me, you know what? I'm going to agree with that, but at the same time, when do we deal with this? Okay, see, it may sound trivial, and it may sound as though, oh my God, we done made a mountain out of a molehill. The only way why this is a mountain, why this done became a mountain, is because the people who feel as though that she was wrong, those who feel as though,
a big deal.
Those are those who feel as though she can't tell me what to wear and blah 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 blah. Those are those who feel as though who is she? She ain't got no. Juan Murray, huh? You know Juan can't stand her. Juan sit up there and put out there. She sit up there saying all this, but nobody's addressing the fact that she done cussed out all these big name black folks, and don't nobody want to talk about that. They want to talk about this.
But we did talk about that.
You know, so he's on that bandwagon. This would not be the mountain that it is had those who they feel as though she was wrong for saying it would not go public. Okay, here's something here, and see, we as black folks, there's a lot of internalized cleaning up that we got to do within ourselves, within our community, and these are the exact kind of conversations that we have to have.
Because it starts things. We start feeling better about ourselves, being more grateful. And like she said, it doesn't mean that you don't have pride in yourself.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you don't care. But it will look like it from time to time. And maybe some people say, well, I don't care what other people think. And that's fine too. That's fine. All she did was give her opinion.
Listen,
that's it.
She
That's
gave
it,
her
really.
opinion, and it's a lot of us who agree with her. And if you disagree, it's fine too. But I did, like we said, I grew up in the era. If my hair was in curlers, my grandmother would make me take my curlers out before she sent me to the store. I might not comb my curls out, but I took the rollers out.
Right. And then here's the other thing too. This is the same conversation. It's an extension of the conversation, actually, because we have been talking about getting boys to pull their goddamn pants up. Okay.
Say it.
We haven't, this is the same, it's an extension of that particular conversation. Okay. But everybody want to sit down and ignore it and be like, oh, well, we got bigger stuff to deal with. But hell, it's just a fact. In fact, Capone said that on Comedy Central about he went up to the fella and was like, well, why you got your pants like that? And he said, the guy said to him, well, am I hurting anybody? This is just our swag. This is how we do things nowadays, and blah, 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 blah. And so he stepped back. And I took that as to say, okay, you didn't want to get into an argument or whatever because you went to him and stepped to him and was like, okay, you know, something about this or another. Our thing is this. When did we lose it? Because the question becomes, is it the kid's fault or is it ours?
Ours.
It's ours.
You see what I'm saying?
It's ours.
Because
everybody don't have old school aunties, uncles, and mamas and
dads. Not just that, because we know what happens individually in the house. Okay, what happens in each individual house. But we have allowed pop culture, we have allowed rap culture, we have allowed hip hop culture. When they started doing it on the television and we said yes to it,
then it's just across the board.
Then it became, we said, okay, culture is saying this is what it is. When the Grammys and all these award shows and came on, let these folks come in dressed the way they were dressed and got up on television the way they was getting up on television, and we said, yes, it's okay. This here is how we've allowed that to infiltrate us. So now we got a whole generation that's saying, oh, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. I used to get on my son. That he loves SpongeBob. Okay, he loves SpongeBob and Groot from what's the name of the damn thing? The little Marvel thing, honey.
Oh, you talking about the little tree looking thing?
Yeah, he's okay. But before Groot became real popular, he was into SpongeBob, right? So we found him the little SpongeBob little pajamas, right? The little pajama pants and things he could have something to wear around the house so he wouldn't be in his drawers all the damn time, right? Cool. Why does Bill Heifer want to go and take these things and want to jump in somebody's car and I'm going to run to the store? No, the hell you ain't. If you don't get your ass back in here and put them damn pants on, now he's already, you know, we big boys, so you already a big dude. So now your fat ass is in this even wider pair of damn.
You know my back hurt.
Okay, and you want to walk out here just because you like SpongeBob and want the world to know that you like SpongeBob. I got so sick of seeing Angry Birds on these girls and things in the supermarkets. I'm like, how did you do this to come out? It ain't like you didn't go to the mailbox.
Now, okay. Loves
and this, that, and the other. You didn't run to the mailbox that's right here in your neighborhood. I live in a complex. In my complex, when I don't feel like putting on no clothes, I will go out here and I got to walk to go to the mailbox.
Your mailbox a little bit.
When it is now. Before it used to be right across the way, but now where it is now, I do not go out in my house coat unless it's late at night when I know ain't nobody out there. Because I'm like at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I forgot to go get the mail. Let me walk out here. So because
I'm the conscious decision to say,
right
out here, let me hurry up and do it.
Right. Let me hurry up. Right.
You know in your mind, I know damn well I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna hurry
up.
Right,
but I'm gonna go out here because I don't feel like putting on no clothes.
It comes from teaching. It comes from young teaching. If you think about it, I watch even how my daughter is. My daughter has boys. When she's 35, but she has smaller boys, and they will be in underwear all day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you potty train, just all the other stuff, or you're not going anywhere, so you just let them be in underwear. I said, dress them every day.
Put the damn clothes on. I
put clothes on them every day.
Like, get up
because it's a mindset.
Clothes on. Like, even though she's in virtual school.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna put some damn clothes on.
I make my daughter dress every day for school. Still,
you're not now. It is times like these last few days because I haven't. My back has really been out of whack, so I haven't even really been getting up really with her. So when she take a shower and stuff at night, I make her put on like the long pajamas and stuff because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sit up with her. So last few days she's been able to wear them, but she got the pajamas that don't look like their pajamas, just look like shirt because it's tie dye and the long sleeves and all that. Right. But you're not sitting up there in no like SpongeBob pajamas or her what's that thing they have on Disney? Not Victorious. One of the damn things where they always singing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They always sing. They always singing. The whole high school singing. Everybody's singing. They look like pajamas. You're not wearing that in front of the class.
Right. You know.
Get up. Put your clothes
I
on.
didn't even let my kids go to. You know how they have pajama day at school?
Yeah.
I don't let them do it.
Not walking out the house. You can change when you get there.
You can change it when you get there. I was going to say. I think I let my kids do it. Well, when they was in high school. When I let them do it, I don't remember. I don't
really play that.
But you
I feel you. I feel you, Marla, because
their pajama day means they're gonna be in sweats. That's their pajama day.
How about that?
Hey.
And that was the other option.
He likes Stewie. Redman loves Stewie, but he wasn't walking around no goddamn neighborhood with them big old Stewie things on. You know why? Because he loved his stuff.
Right.
And those big old fluffy slippers ain't for walking outside.
They're not for walking outside and get all fluffy.
And you wasn't going to mess up his stuff.
Huh? Right. And that's the other thing, because the kids be wearing that stuff. You out here in the rain. Okay. You get towed down in the rain, child. Then you know you got all your damn sweat from your feet. So now the shoes stinking. Ask my daughter up in here. Okay. Shoes stinking to high hell. Okay. And things of that. And then they don't dry properly. They never dry properly. Then you run the risk of all kinds of foot infections and carrying on because the bacteria that live
in the inside.
So the whole idea of what this is, there's other health ramifications that could come from it as we're talking. But we as a people, when we already have a stigma on us about being lazy and trifling and carrying on,
that's what she's talking about.
We say that about ourselves. We listen. I know. And I know this is a harsh criticism, and I know I'm judging, and okay, it is what it is. But I know every time I see a girl, if she got multiple colors in her motherfucking head, I know she either working a low end job or she on the pole somewhere. Now that's what my mind goes automatically. Okay, that's what my mind goes. Ain't nobody got no damn burgundy and green and electric.
Wait a minute. Did you have purple and?
I do have silver and purple. I dyed my hair, so because it's my persona, it's Storm. So when I have my silver and purple weave, it's my persona as Storm. But I can do that because I'm a damn filmmaker.
Right.
No, now you just said that because here's what it is.
If I have to go get a corporate job, honey, the black weave is going back on top of this mother.
Right.
Number one. Number two.
The whole silver one.
Number two. Again, conscious decisions, because again, girls who do all that, just like tattoos in the face and carrying on, you made a conscious decision to do that. Okay, you made a conscious decision to do that. So that means wherever your circle is, honey, you know what you're up against. So we know you're not going in corporate America because corporate America is not set up like that. You tell it on your own ass. So you got to be either you somewhere where you under the table, or you low end, you at the Walmart, at the McDonald's.
You never think that you're gonna go
and
up.
You never think you could do anywhere else better than that.
Because your mindset. It already messes with your mindset.
Or
it's how you do everything.
Boom.
I have tattoos. You ain't gonna never see them unless maybe when we go to Daytona, we on the beach, because they both on my back.
Or you hustling. And hustle can mean a myriad of things. I'm gonna say, I'm hoping it's a legitimate hustle. Maybe you're doing hair outside of your home. You got okay. I got it. And sometimes I get that because when I see all these multiple colors, and I see that when I see the hair is laid, then I say, okay, either you modeling for a hairdresser or you are a hairdresser. That's what comes to my mind. Mm-hmm. But if I see you just got this down where I know is yarn in your damn head.
I hate you.
I know it's yarn.
You did not
And
say yarn.
you know that goddamn yarn. It ain't hair, that's yarn.
It's
And
yarn.
you got all this shit in your head because you sit up there thinking it's cute and you fabulous.
And you
You
look
know? And you look a hot mess. Well, no, wait a minute, wait. By the time I see it, you look a hot mess. I'm sure when it was first done, it was fresh and it was kind of cute.
and that's the thing.
Okay.
Okay, when it start getting messed up.
Right.
Take it out.
You ain't ready
Take
to
it out.
take it out.
Okay, so we're there.
Things that you can do.
Now,
Listen,
as I just said, everything that I just said, I'm sure somebody will sit up here and listen. Oh, you judging. Oh, well, why would you make that kind of assumption? You don't know what they do for a living. They could be, but that's my point.
okay,
And
well,
that
here's
was
a
Monique's
suggestion,
point.
sweethearts, to all y'all. When you get your braids or your what they call them now, because remember, Dr. Marta, they called them interlocks before. The crochet braids, that's what they call them now. They used to call them interlocks when we used to get them back in the day. Because my sister used to be in love. When your edges get to messing up, right? Y'all see Aunt Nikki wear like a turban all the time. Take you a good scarf. Something that's going to match what you got on. And put it under the bottom. Tie your hair, tie it back, tuck it, roll it up a little bit. You can still have all of this.
All that hair, right.
Coming up out of it.
Right.
Just something as simple as wrapping the turban-like scarf around your edges.
Around them nappy ass edges so that it don't look like.
Longer wear in it, and you will look nice.
And wait a minute, let me give you this, because for those of y'all who love to wear weaves or these damn lace fronts that's damn 25, 36 inches long, that you know can come out your motherfucking head. Listen.
Look here, Rapunzel, I'm going to step on the back of your hair when I see one of you.
Okay. You know damn well when that shit start to frizz up, them edges look hateful.
Hey, come on.
Going around here looking like Cousin It.
This is
my real hair, and I got problems.
Listen, y'all see this? Nikki got edges, and I wear weaves and wigs all the time. I'm gonna tell you why. I still got my damn edges.
Not just the edges, but we talking about them ends, honey. You know when the wig at them ends is great.
And this was the reason why, if anybody's wondering, because you guys know that my hair was not gray. I wanted it to be gray, and it was only gray in some spots. So this is why the gray is in the front, because I wanted it to look like that. I dyed and bleached up my hair silver gray so that when I am wearing my weave the way that I wear it, that now I don't have to wear that closure, right? I don't have to wear that closure piece because the closure piece will come up. I don't like putting glue and all that stuff. I want my edges. So my hair, can y'all see all that? Nikki has a lot of hair. I got a lot of hair. So if you ever wonder why I always have weaves and wigs and stuff, it's not that I don't have none. I got plenty of it. And I want to keep it. So I keep it done. But I don't like that glue and stuff.
Right.
I was never a glue girl. You know, I grew up in a family. We all did hair. So even when I started wearing weaves, I was never a glue girl. I've always sewn it in. But now that they got the closure pieces and stuff, they're using glue and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't want that. So I did dye up the top of my hair so I can leave some out because it is long enough to lay on that thing. Okay. When your hair start looking crazy, ladies, y'all done pay all that money for them lace fronts. Go back and get it retouched. It's not that much. Even if you ain't got a lot of money, if you hearing it, let's just talk about where we at right now.
Okay.
Where you used to take me when you would drop me off to get my hair done at.
Yeah.
That's the weave bar, right? Or something like that. One of them things. I would pay $60, $70 to get 3 bundles in the closure. That is not that much.
Right.
And the girls in there can do some good ass damn hair for the same thing that other people paying $300 and $400 for.
Right.
I can pay her $70, give her a $20 tip, still be good. In 2 weeks, if that closure and stuff is starting to come up, the glue said, you can go back for like $25.
Okay.
And get them to retouch
it.
If you can't,
I ain't never seen no
all those things. If you can't afford to do all those things, maybe you shouldn't get that done.
Right.
I'm not saying it, and I'm not saying it to be shady. What I'm saying is, If you can't afford to keep up the maintenance on the thing that
it's
you're
the
trying
maintenance.
to
Black hair care is always high maintenance, honey.
It is. No matter if your hair is natural. Like when people be like, girl, you got all that pretty, why you just leave it out wearing that? Let me tell you something.
Natural hair care
Natural
is
hair costs a lot of money, and it's a lot. Listen, I got a big ass head, y'all. I got a big head and a lot of hair. It is a lot to maintain. It is very expensive. So no matter what we're doing to our hair, unless you say, F it, let it go, then it's going to be a lot to maintain it. If you got locks, you still need to maintain your locks.
Yes.
A lot of people have different ways of maintaining them. Like Ashley is on here, Bougie Thrifter. She says she don't twist hers often, but hers always look nice and neat. If they take like every few months or something, then they twist, because I think they said when you twisting them all the time, you could be damaging the hair.
You're damaging the hair, yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all like this: a man with some nice locks and they all glooms and whatnot.
You so dumb.
Y'all know it's almost my birthday. Y'all want to give me a gift? Give me a nice man with some nice locks and a good job. I mean, not a good job. He need to own his own good business.
He said a good. No. You said like you said. You said a good job. A good job.
Good.
Okay.
But if them locks is laid, honey.
Let me go over here. Well, I'm coming to these comments, but I want to stress this, because a lot of people who took offense to what she said are using, and I'm dimes to donuts, honey, willing to bet that a lot of them are the ones who feel as though she is embarking on their sense of style and on their sense of expression. And the whole thing of it is that I totally agree, is that when we're dealing with what we're dealing with as a people, okay, and maybe that's the thing, because I don't know how many of us I could actually say I raised my children to understand the importance of a legacy. Remember, when we were kids, you couldn't go out the door because it was all about your name.
Your name, don't you
name.
walk us looking like that.
Okay, the family name was everything. But I think y'all can be mad at me about this and carrying on, but I'm going to say something that's going to be very.
You about to go there.
I think what has happened, because you got so many damn kids with so many different baby daddies or so many different baby mamas, you ain't got no fucking family name. So you don't know what the hell to do. You don't know how to be proud about whatever. So it becomes this, that, and the other. Now, and I'm going to say it like this. There were four of us. Okay? Okay? Now, my mother chose not to give us my father's last name. And we all have the same father. And they were married after me. Okay? They got married after me. I'm the bastard child.
He always say that. I feel like that still hurt my brother feelings. I'm
the bastard child, honey. No.
Now, see, we think of it differently. We say you're the love child. You the one that you the first one, right?
You know, I'm the firstborn, but when the word bastard came into my cognizance, they
right. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what it is, but I'm saying you was actually the love child, because everybody else was probably like, "Oh, I'm pregnant again. Oh God, I'm pregnant again."
Right.
That one was like, "Oh, we're in love. I'm pregnant."
When I learned what the word meant, you know, because that was the street way. The church would say, "Well, I was born out of wedlock."
No, church, well, depending on what kind of church you go to.
Right, I was born out of wedlock. But the street was like, "No, you's a bastard." Okay, and when I
know some churches that say that too.
When I learned the word, I had asked my parents when they married, you know, because I was asking when they got married or whatever, and so they were like, no, because they were married by the time my brother. Well, my brother passed, but I'm 3 years older than my brother. So by the time he was born or whatever, they hadn't gotten married, but they wasn't married with me. And so I say that all the time because I remember having that conversation with my mother. I said, "Oh, y'all wasn't married when I was born?" She said, "No, we didn't get married." I said, "Oh, then that makes me a bastard." And baby, I remember that conversation like it was yesterday. And it tickles me because I say it like that because it's a running joke. I don't know if I hurt my mother's feelings, but
I'm sure you did. That sounds like a hurt feeling type of thing. You're okay. So now you're pointing that at me.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying your mom is probably like, Oh, now you really pointing that at me because they ain't
Okay.
talking.
And
They
that's
don't
the
talk
really
about the
that's
man.
when they really look at the born at wedlock. What you trying to say, boy?
So, child, yeah.
Well, the
So,
man don't look bad when your woman's born out of when a kid's born out of wedlock. It's
But
the
the woman,
mom.
it's
That
always
right.
like that on us.
Okay.
But remember this too, like what you're saying, to piggyback over what you're saying about the name and the household and stuff like that. Y'all remember this? When you start having kids, your mother, your grandmother say, I don't give a damn what you look like.
Right. But
your kids better look better than you
better
do.
Kids better not leave that house without their hair combed, they
Yes.
clean, they face what.
Yes.
I feel like
and
that
I do
would.
the same thing. That's why I stay
Me
on
too.
Molly and them all the time. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Right.
Why would I see my granddaughters outside? Like the one time the twins was at Brian's house and I was doing their hair, and then when they mom came, she was like, "Who did their hair?" I said, "You didn't. Why do you care?"
Right. Right.
It wasn't you.
Right. The whole idea is that the offspring we supposed to raise them to do better than us.
Right.
Okay. And this whole culture thing that we have got locked into, okay, to where it's a I don't give a damn kind of mentality that has superseded everything. It used to, we teach our kids, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what nobody say about you. Whatever, you know the truth, and your truth is going. But now that has turned into something completely different. There's a 2.0 on that, to where a lot of this new generation don't give a damn about anything.
Nothing.
I mean, listen, I understand
that's what's so hard for me. Is that what makes
natural
us be
hair
the
care.
older generations? Because it's like, why you don't see that you
Right.
don't care? Like y'all really don't care. Like I talk to Molly sometimes, and you be trying to have like a serious conversation because Molly's only 23. And I would think that you would have a little bit more maturity now that you're a father, but I'm seeing that don't have shit to do with it.
Right.
So, and I will talk to him about something, and he will literally just be like, "Cause Mom, I just don't care." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Right. And
Or when
because
I hear my oldest son say to Molly, "Well, what house did you grow up in?"
Right.
When I hear the older ones say that to him, and I'm like,
but again, it's the
generation that don't care about nothing.
It's the generation, and this is why I want to flip the question, because I know what we're saying, and we can say we agree with Monique. But now let's look at the other side of that particular coin, okay? Because now we have a whole generation to where, a lot of them have been raising themselves.
yes.
They've raised
Say
themselves.
that. Oh, wait a minute. I really need you to say that for people to understand what that really means, because I feel like that's what I've been dealing with right now. So please make people understand what raising themselves mean. Because
when we say kids are raising themselves, okay, oftentimes, we give credit to kids who are super smart. Okay, they could handle it, right? They know how to do it. And I was one of those kids, because my generation, I was one of the ones to where we used to say growing up too fast.
Yeah.
Okay. And my mother told me if she had to do it all over again, she would have let me keep my childhood. She said, because I leaned on you because I couldn't lean on my husband. Because when I showed you how to do something, you learned it right away. And when I knew you got it. So I put it in your hands to do, because it helped me out. Right? Well, then what ended up happening was a lot of shit got done on me because mama got sick. Okay. And dealing with her asthma and carrying on. Then it became, okay, now I got to help around the house. When her and my father divorced, I was not the man of the house. I was the firstborn that had to help.
Firstborn that had to help.
I never, and I
not the man of the house, but you the oldest man in the house.
I'm right. The closest. No, I'm the closest thing to a man in the house that's going to take care of the responsibility. And because I'm the oldest child, it was to make sure that everybody was taken care of, and I was one who took the responsibility, because there are some kids who don't. The oldest don't. They go live their own lives. And usually it's the middle child or the baby who end up taking over and having to keep the household together, right? So I was that one. So I grew up fast, but I still had my mom in the house to still shape, guide, and nurture me, and this, that, and the other. Yes, we had some rocky roads, but she was still there. Now, What happened? You got those whose parents wasn't there. They had to work. You know, they worked in 2 or 3 jobs. You know,
The
and carried
latchkey
on whether
kids.
it's a 1 or 2 parent household.
Right, the
Because
latchkey kids.
right. So now they know how to take care of themselves. You talk to them how what it is. You know, I learned how to cook on the stove. Well, now we in the microwave era. So hell, you go sit up there and buy microwave pizzas all the damn time. You know how to sit up there. They know how to cook and make them something to eat. You done told them. You don't sit down there and answer that door for nobody and carry on. Well, now we
Yeah.
got cell phones, so now you can call. My mom made it to the house. This, that, and the other. So now they're self-contained at home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're at home. So
we
now,
even got the ring systems, honey. Mama, wherever mama at, she can see who at the damn door.
right. Okay. Well, that's now. Well, that's even now because that's the 2.0. Let's go to before we had all that. Us teaching them what to do. You know, so now they at home. It's more than one child. So now they're the ones helping with the homework, making sure the house is clean and carried on before you get home. Okay.
Right.
Then they still trying to be kids to go have fun with their friends. So what do? They know how to lock the door. They got their own keys. Okay, we don't have the nosy neighbors anymore to sit down there to watch the neighborhood.
Right, and the kids
You know,
ain't scared because
the kids ain't scared about that no
We
more.
used to be scared about that.
Right. So now they have now gone into this whole idea of I'm taking care of myself. I can do this, which is why a lot of kids have so much adult-like conversation because that's all they are around all the time is the damn adults in the streets. In the streets.
Amen. I feel like I'm going through that. Like,
go ahead, doctor.
I have to always say, grown people talking, bye.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
I wanted to
tell a mother the other day, she's saying some stuff that's grown people conversation, not like too like fresh or explicit or nothing like that, but to me, grown folks stuff.
Right. Right, like she's comprehending and understanding, like she could lend her opinion into the conversation.
Exactly.
Right.
And I feel like I'm being horrible and mean because I have to correct it, and I be feeling like I'm being such a mean person. But this is the behavior that she's allowed to do in other places, and I'm like, no.
Right. Go ahead, Dr. Mahler.
I wanted to, Amy, Kathleen, she put on here. Can we stop dragging millennials? We're in our 30s and we are all full grown.
Well, wait
okay, first of all,
go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, first of all, Amy, I do apologize if you heard that comment about it being millennials. I don't mean to chastise or make a person feel bad by the age group that they're in. I have grown children that age myself. But one thing I can say is the millennial grown adults now are still
because there's another one under the millennials. It is
right.
There is the millennials. It's the ones that are under them.
Right, but I'm talking to her because this is what I'm trying to address that particular comment. The reason why I said millennials is because I see what my children in the millennial group in their 30s are like. I see the mature ones and I see the immature ones. Because you have 2 degrees of, just like every age, you have 2 degrees. Somebody's way over here and then you got way on that side. So if you're not guilty of the things we're talking about, then it's not you. But there are many millennials in their 30s that are still acting like they're 12 and 15 because they have not yet matured and took on responsibilities that they should. Some of them are still trying to live at home. Some of them are not raising their kids and doing the right thing. So we can break it down all the way down to what they are not doing as millennials. So I don't want to, it's not a point out at all millennials, but there are plenty of them that are on this scope of being mature. And there's some that are on this scope that they ain't growing up at all. They're still out there sagging their pants. Right. There's some of them out there sagging their pants. They're not raising the kids that they had. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not trying to have a job and stay on the job. They're acting way ghettoer than they were supposed to be.
Oh my God!
So when we talk about, that's just like I'm the end of the baby boomers. Early. I'm out the baby boomer, but I'm like that couple of years after the baby boomers.
We're the hippie movement children.
We're the hippie, right? So
I think Generation X. We had a whole thing on that in class one time.
Right.
I think we're X.
Right. So, but and we were, yeah, Generation X, we were X'd out. We were X'd out everything. But I'm saying that to say there's people that are in every generation that goes from the highs to the lows, that do the most and who do nothing.
That's right.
All generations.
Yeah.
That's in all generations. And
That's
so it's not to pick on them.
My son said to my youngest, what house did you grow up in? Because he's trying to figure out why you act like that and don't none of the rest of us act like that.
Right. And I got the same thing at my house. I got the two older ones that are 35 and 33, and then they act a different way. My son was also into the thuggy life at one point, but he finally has grown out of that. But again, millennials, that's still the millennial generation. And then my daughter that's 35, she's always acted mature. I ain't never known her not to be mature. Then there's the 30-year-old. Lord help us. You know, so and
McMillions, y'all. McMillions, child. I'll never know what I'm gonna get. McMillions is a Gemini for real, honey. I told her one day, you cannot be a bully and be spoiled. It don't work like that.
Wait a minute.
Choose the side.
That child said, she said, the 30-year-old, Lord help us. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go to these comments.
She's a good mom. But the thing about it is she's got two kids. She's a good mom. But her mindset of how she does children is just like that. If they want to go outside and run around with the diaper on, I mean outside in the backyard, okay. Where are you? No, put clothes on that little Negro, that little boy. Praise the Lord.
Okay.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Wait. Okay. Let me address these comments because they're coming up in here, and I want to make sure that these folks are being seen and heard. And but I'm trying to figure out where I left off at, okay? Because y'all talking, honey, y'all up in here, and I love it. 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 Okay, we'll go here with Michael. And now they're older, and they are all settled in their ways, and they're very comfortable with wearing that. Okay, but there's comfortability. There's comfortability, honey, and then here's the thing. You said they're older now, which means they're old enough to know better. It's not so much as being comfortable in it. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
let's take this. Let's go to an affluent neighborhood. And I don't mean a white neighborhood.
Right, I know.
I mean an affluent neighborhood. Let's go to a black.
That's what I live in right now. I live in that right now.
Okay. So when you're in a black affluent neighborhood and you go to your Walmart or your fresh grocer, we got fresh grocery, or your Whole Foods, do you see that in the store?
No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
Listen, let me add, I'm gonna put it like this.
We don't have an attitude if we see somebody like that.
And we do.
Do they live over in that? They must have came from the Plata area, or they must have came.
Let me do it like this because I work in a hotel and I see this often in the hotel. Mm-hmm. And a lot of folks take the hotel to mean they're at home. So they would come out, coming down to the lobby in a damn house coat. You know, in a house coat. I have seen girls do this. You ain't got no bra on that. You don't put a house coat on, trying to come down the steps and carry it on. Or because you think you going to the pool, that it's okay to walk around the hotel in just your bathing suit because you going to the pool. And a two-piece bikini.
And that's not just a black thing. That's just people. I've seen grown adults that's in our age do that, and I'm like, put some clothes on.
Do you know I have to tell folks not to put their damn feet up on the table in the lobby of the hotel? They come down to sit there and will put their feet on the table.
What's your grandma? No home training.
So it's like, those are the kinds of things when we're talking about going out into, and this is folks who know better. And a lot of folks who go to the hotel figure as though, oh, well, I done spent my money.
Right.
You know, that kind of, and I don't care how much money you spent, damn it. Everybody got to use
unless it's 2, 3 in the morning, an emergency done happened in that room. I am not coming out my damn room with no damn pajamas on.
Right. But check this out. There's two kind of
if I got my robe on, if it's one of the ones where they got an ice, like if it's the hotels that still got ice machines in them on your floors.
On the floor, but you just go on the floor.
But baby, I'm not coming.
You ain't coming down to the lobby.
Right. But check this out. There's two types of people that do that. They're the hip, they're the back. I don't want to say what Okay, there's the other race that are really
these people.
The posh, okay,
yeah.
the bougie ones,
No, the
No, she
non-bougie
talking about
ones.
these.
Oh, you talking about the country
The
bumpkins?
backwoods,
Yeah,
they
you
act
talking about
like
the
that,
bumpkins?
and then
Yeah,
you got the
trailer park
black
people
that act like that too.
yeah.
On both of them.
Let's take it to the right way, honey. We got trailer park versus the ghetto. Come on,
There you
There you
go.
go.
trailer park versus the projects. Come on, take it to the
Yeah.
flow.
Trailer park
Okay,
versus the projects because they both ghetto.
because they both the same. They both the same.
That's what I was trying to point out. It ain't a race
And
thing.
the category
It's a, you know.
category is trailer park.
I'm gonna tell you what, we was driving in Texas one time, and we was leaving to go through New Mexico, going out to the Washington State driving. And this little boy was climbing out his window. He couldn't have been no more than 2 years old, climbing out his window of a trailer. You know how like you driving down the road and you can see the trailers.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what is that kid doing? He leaving and he ain't got butt naked. The woman came out the front door looking for him because we slowed down. We not on the highway. We on the side, one of them side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this little boy just climbed out the window. Now the back home, these are backwoods type of people. And she come out and she grabbed him up, and it was hilarious because she
poor baby been trying to break out.
She slapped that diaper on him like right there, but she never took him inside. She let him play outside. I said, see, that's what I'm talking about. Right. That's no home training because he should have got his butt in there. I know he was a baby. But put clothes
when
on
you
him.
Teach him that little, then
he'll learn better.
Because listen, this is the problem that I'm having. And I'm not saying that it's not a kid thing, but had it been taught at the very beginning, it would be a little bit different. Lily has this thing where she'll play with stuff or eat something, whatever, and she just leaves.
Right.
My thing is, Liliana, everything has a place. I'm not saying you can't play with all your toys. Lily is very creative. She paints, she draws, she does everything. But before you go to the next thing, you had to clean up what you did.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to get up from your table when you eating breakfast because breakfast goes right into class. Like they have breakfast while they're going into class.
Okay.
So the thing will come on at 8:30. So by like 8:20, I try to have her at the table with her food, depending on if I wasn't feeling well or not, how fast I get it to her.
Right.
I try to have, before she had left and came back, she was up eating before that thing even dinged. You know what I'm saying? But now she'll be just eating when it dings, and then they eat for about 10 minutes or whatever. And I don't want her to get up then. But at break time, take your plate and stuff into the kitchen so that I can watch your stuff. You get up and you walk away from it. You go in the room, you play. You pull out every damn toy out the toy closet. The toys are there. Lily has an amazing collection of black Barbies. I order her like a different black Barbie every week. Like the other day, she got the ballerina Barbie. You know, she's black, but she's beautiful. Last week, she had like the swimming. You know, she has one with a prosthetic leg. She has one that has the Lago. You know, she has all different kinds because I want her to know that people are different ways. They may have handicaps or differences, but everybody's beautiful. So I'm ordering different stuff. She got a Ken last week. Keisha them told his name ain't Kenneth. I'm not Ken. His name is Kenneth. I said, Lord, please don't start with my name.
Okay.
Ain't no start. But she has this thing, and she, no matter how long she's been here, I got to go through that every single day.
Right.
And it's driving me crazy because I didn't have to do that with my kids.
Okay.
Because they went from when they were toddlers, when you got done with your toys, I put that in your toy box.
Right. We used to sing, clean it up. Clean up,
everybody clean up. Lunel, right?
Right.
When the twins was here, I was like, what the hell? Because that's Molly says it just be so much. He's so overwhelmed that he will just let them tear up everything, and then when they go to bed, they clean up.
They clean up everything. No, you have to get them.
I never played that. You clean up after you use that one toy, put it away,
put
get
it
another
back.
one.
And that's what I was teaching them when they was here. I'm like, no, my mom, put that back. And they had no problem with it. They would get it. They would put it. I gave them a little box on the side of the couch. And all they little stuff, because I was just buying stuff while they was here for them to play with. And I said, no, my mom, put it in the box. And they would get it. And Lily would be like, clean up. And then they would all just do it. I'm like,
right, okay.
Stuff, and she tearing up every damn thing. I'm like,
okay. Diamante said, I work in a plant and I'm always going to be slightly seasoned and battered. You so stupid. Okay, she gonna put a little dust on, honey. Okay, a little something. Okay, got to be. Okay. Michael said, anytime you put something on social media, people are going to have a response, whether it be good or bad. That's true.
Amen. Amen.
The bonnet shit needs to stop. I told my niece, if you ever come around me with a bag on your head, I'm going to rag your ass or drag.
yes,
okay.
Come on.
Listen, when we had the Jerry curls and carrying on, honey, it was inappropriate to go out with that damn Jerry curl. It's the same thing as the bonnet. You couldn't have that damn thing on. Then it got all hot on it.
You know how much I had to ride?
No.
You know how fast I can ride here? Them damn curls. I hate them things. Don't you?
Again, like I said, it comes from the home. Look how you taught your son from a young age. That is not appropriate. Exactly. Okay.
Exactly.
Hey, Lanier.
Lanier, I just a guy today working in the supermarket. Saw a guy there working with his pants sagging so far, I saw the full curve of his butt.
Lord Jesus.
I said, how in the hell do you even have a job? What is society coming to? And you get your nasty ass away from the food with that. Okay, I am officially old school now. Aha, okay.
And
are you officially old school now?
Your manager probably young and stupid too, because why's your manager
allowing
you to stand there like that?
Now listen, here's the what I
they have a belt on them.
When I used to work in the school, and the kids would come in sagging, it was either you pull your pants up or your shirt down. I don't need to see your ass.
Your ass.
Okay? And they would get upset about that because they done the option.
You had to have a belt on.
Yeah.
That was part of your uniform. You had to have a belt on.
I gave options because it was easier for you to pull your shirt down than for me to tell you to pull those pants up because I knew you wasn't going to do it.
Right. I just don't want to see your ass.
Whatever this is.
I just don't want to see your ass.
Nobody's supposed to that's uninvited.
That's what listen.
You know, it goes back to
what you say. You inviting people to your ass, and they still don't get it because there's nobody that was older to teach them. See, everybody remembered that. Y'all just watch the buck busting thing, right?
Where'd it come from?
Duh. Because we first thought it was the thing from the jail, because that's what we learned at first. That was how the men who were available let the other men know. That's how they let them know. That was a jail thing. And for the longest time, for years and years and years, I think maybe up to about 10 years ago, and that's when I found out that buck busting was also where it originally came from. Mm-hmm. And then the jail thing. But nobody's teaching the kids that, and now they don't even want to hear it.
Okay.
They don't even want to hear it. They don't want to know why.
No, they don't care because just like we took the word nigga and reappropriated it or redefined it. We took the word bitch, and now bitch has a whole new definition. It has a culture of its own. So now the whole idea of sagging the pants or whatever is swag. The whole idea with the bonnet, just like you said, folks now have businesses. They have legitimate businesses, you know, to where they got stylish bonnets and things, and you know, they got little fluffy, little cute little slide, little slippers. They've made a business, so it's lucrative.
Right. And then people want to see, I spend my money on this.
And they black-owned businesses and right.
Right bonnet, honey. This is
right.
a Roman bonnet.
Right, and it's a black-owned business, so you know we're supporting the black.
You know, people do it just like this. Same way Tammy get on Bonnet Chronicles, you get on and do a little fun thing. We got a lot of people who do like the little bonnet things when they're doing all the little internet shows and stuff like that. But I equate the pretty bonnets and the nice slippers and stuff like that. This lighting is killing me today, y'all. It's all about my cat. But remember around, y'all know I don't celebrate Christmas or nothing like that, but the holiday season. You got pretty pajamas.
Yes.
The whole family got them.
The
You know, the
whole
family.
family, because you're coming down on Christmas morning or Thanksgiving morning, because everybody's still helping
Right.
Thanksgiving morning, everybody's still cooking, but you still was cute.
Right.
You might have had on your pretty pajamas, but you still was cute. But you
Right.
still ain't took your ass outside the house
Right. Okay. Right.
with them pajamas and stuff on. So we
Okay.
can just look at it, maybe like they're like, yes, baby, your pajamas is cute. Your bonnet is cute. But it's still from now. And even if you want to model it when you on your Instagram, baby, I got me my new Toya Wright bonnet. I got my new Tammy Roman. Support black owned businesses, y'all. How about at the end the catchphrase be, but I'll keep getting hugs.
Okay. Yeah. Emmanuel, I'm a man, and my mother didn't even let me go out the house in a house robe or PJs. Hello.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello. And the young people wearing them slides in the streets come when when being in jail,
There you
they wear
go.
the shower shoes and
That's
their
right.
sandals. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I do like my flip. And it's so funny because what y'all don't know, me to tell y'all, I probably got about 300 pairs of shoes in there. And since my
Okay.
back and stuff been hurting and bothering me lately, and that I had to get on that weight, I'm losing some of it. I've lost about 40 pounds of it, but all my shoes practically are heels, 4 inches and above.
Right.
So because I can't wear them that often, you will either catch me in some flip flop, and I don't like wearing my sneakers. Like it's just a mess, and so I have to go get some flatter like sandals and stuff like that now. But every time I go in my closet, I'll be like, I'm mad because I want to wear my heels and stuff, but all these back problems and stuff, I can't. So, but no, I'm not going outside sliding my feet up and down, no out there where. And if we really going somewhere, then no, I got on shoes.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
I might wear my flip flops to the store, but my hair ain't in no damn bonnet.
No, I
Ain't
wear
no
my
raggedy
district
scarf.
T slides,
Yeah, like
periodically
we wear those to be
because
fashionable. I be mad
because
because my
the
feet a
fact
little
that they're
wide.
slides and they're not the fuzzy little things. It's summer wear and you don't catch me wearing them every day and all that kind of thing to make some kind of and
Statement.
then when I wear the slides, it's like I got on clothes.
Right. I always got on clothes. I ain't wearing
Yeah.
no damn pajamas and my flip flops. I got on some shorts and a t-shirt and my flip flops. I'm just chilling. But I got on
Right.
clothes. Like remember last summer? Remember when Libby bought Lily them damn Uggs, them Ugg
Yeah.
slippers? First
Right.
of all, I don't understand that bullshit. It's summertime. Who the hell want that hot furry mess on their foot? And why do you pay so much money for a hot furry slipper? She's not wearing it outside.
Right. That part.
She can
Okay.
go on the back deck. That's all she doing. She can go on the back deck. She not wearing it. Not with me. They
Right.
slippers.
Right.
Amen.
Everyone don't want to work in corporate. That's true, Mike. But at the
That's
same
true.
time, the presentation says that you don't. When folks got tattoos in their face and they got all this old crazy maniacal stuff on and carrying on, when they got all these sleeves on their arms and things, you can tell that they don't want to work corporate because now you got too much to cover
You
it.
can tell they don't want to work
Look,
most of the time.
look. There are plenty of people in corporate who have sleeves, but guess what? They stop.
They still got right. They stop right there.
They stop right here.
Right. Right.
Because the sleeve, when they put on their suit, because there's
Right.
a lot of people that got them, but they know
Right.
what to do. That's what I said. I got tattoos. I'm about to be 51 on Sunday, and I might get another music note somewhere else. Red done inspired me. I think I might put it on my vaccination mark. Because I got music notes and a microphone and stuff on my back.
Right.
But it ain't gonna never be nowhere where you like, oh shit.
Right.
No.
Right.
They for me, personally me. Even if I get one on my leg, I don't know. I don't show my legs a lot. So I don't know.
Okay.
But it will never be nothing that will keep me from being, hey, DeMarco. Oh, hey, DeMarco with fine stuff. Y'all know I love DeMarco. DeMarco hurt my feelings. DeMarco is fine, y'all. He's an athlete. He's distinguished.
Well, let me see what he looks like.
Yeah.
Well, let me see what he looks like. Where he at?
Right, Dr. Marco.
DeMarco.
In the prayer closet later.
Right.
Be in the prayer closet later looking at DeMarco.
Okay. Wish we had them prices here in Detroit. Air's expensive here.
That's what I was going to say about out here.
Hair is
But you know
expensive
what?
everywhere,
There's
honey.
always a $40 or $50 weave bar in somebody's city. You just gotta find it, and you just gotta hope that they actually have good stylists in there. Because in
Okay.
Philly, they got weave bars all over the place. Now that's the basic bottom price. But if you ain't going on no red carpet or nothing like that, you might only need that. The devil was in the details.
Right. The devil's in the details. When I worked in fine dining, they required creases in the apron and shirt sleeves and polished shoes with
Shoes
black
and
socks. Black socks.
Black socks.
Seems silly, but if you paid $75 per person, would you be cool if your waiter had a wrinkle apron stained shirt and white socks? It
Tell
takes
them
away from the
All right.
experience
from the
and puts
dining
it on the
experience.
waiter. Exactly.
Yep. It will take away from
Exactly.
the dining experience. Exactly. We just saying, people, sometimes it's like, hey, little cousin. See?
These are my home. These are all of my.
Photo. Everybody takes that holiday photo in the pajamas.
Okay.
And it's cute. But
Right.
I bet you everybody ain't going out.
But
Like, say you that family that go out to eat on Christmas morning or something. They ain't wearing their pajamas to the damn Cracker Barrel or
Right.
damn IHOP.
Right. No, because again, we talking about family pride, and then you had so-called events. The pajamas around the Christmas tree and that kind of thing was an event. That's a tradition that we as a family do. Then we say, okay, let's go get dressed.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go out?
Here go a perfect
Okay.
example. That time when we drove up to Philly, right?
Right.
When me, Cole, and Lily went up to Philly. And we didn't leave till like 12:01 in the morning. So yes, she got her bath and everything. She put on her pajamas. I made the whole back of the car up like a bed for her.
Right.
When she woke up in Delaware to have to go to the bathroom, we changed her ass in the car before she went in the store.
Right.
Put your clothes on. And she had one of the onesie pajamas. She could have.
Right.
We really could have took her in the damn bathroom and then changed her in there because it was a rest stop. We could have, but my mind just automatically go to your ass ain't going in there with no damn pajamas.
With no pajamas on. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
That's the way I am.
The argument can certainly be made that her statement is classist, but it's not about how expensive you look. I grew up with only a hand-me-down clothing sometimes, but it was always clean when we left the house, even if it was 5 years before.
That's
child,
it.
and that's it right there.
That's it right there.
That's it right there,
that's
child.
It right there. It
okay, that's
it.
Because most poor people, that's what we all did back in the day. There was very few people that had the brand new or anything. We were all wearing hand-me-down.
Child, listen, honey, that was the whole point of getting it because I remember there was certain, well, before I became colorful, okay, there were certain things that my brother knew he was going to get for me.
I need for you to fix that because you was always colorful before you let everybody else know you was colorful.
I can't fuck
you
with
say
that.
It yourself.
I can't.
I walk from my mama.
Right. I can't touch that. Okay.
But don't you deny. Listen, my brother not gonna deny that damn part of it.
That was part of the thing, because when he was a kid or whatever, that there were certain things he was gonna get from me, which is why we had to take care of the clothes and this, that, and other. Why we had play clothes when we were kids.
Remember,
change your clothes when you come in from school.
You got out your school clothes, put the play clothes on.
I wear a uniform, so I didn't get to wear regular clothes until I got to high school because I didn't get to go to public school to high school.
Right.
But I had to come home. I had to take my uniform off, and you put on your play clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Clothes that you knew that you could wear, whatever. And I was one of those kids that was kind of fortunate when it came to that stuff because of who my mom was. But I also had a grandmother who made me appreciate everything that I had.
All right.
So I was never tearing up nothing. We appreciated stuff. Like I said, I didn't know how to iron until I got married. Thank God I got married at 18. Because my mother was she was that. I'm going to just say she was lazy because I don't want to say she put everything in the cleaners except for underwear.
Okay, right.
So, but we had that sense of pride of your clothes needed to be pressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would see my uncle in them because remember back when we was little, they didn't call them jeans, they called them dungarees.
Right.
Dungarees. They were dungarees back then. I still don't know where that damn word came from. I'm gonna look it up. Fun fact.
Well, it was a brand that dungarees was a brand of jeans.
Oh, okay. Because remember they had Levi's.
Yeah, they had, and then Levi's
stuff,
came in, but dungarees was a brand.
Okay. So, but I was.
You know that song, Brandy? Remember that song, Brandy?
Yeah.
Sitting by an open fireplace.
Yeah.
No, sitting by an open fireplace. In my favorite dungarees.
In my favorite dungarees.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says dungarees.
And I would see them with that Niagara starch.
Hello, spray starch. Yeah. Hey.
Oh yeah, yes.
And if you didn't have the can, honey, I'm very old school. You had to make it with the spray bottle and the water, and you took some of that out the box, that Niagara in the blue and white box that looked like sport and salt.
And you
put it and spray it.
And we had, because like I said, I might not have learned how to iron until I got married, but my husband was in the military. So, baby, I think now they have the pleats down the back of the shirts for the Army. They're made like that. Well, they wasn't.
They really don't. They really don't even like them pleated anymore. The newest. Don't.
I was going to say they weren't made like that before. Those dresses had to be perfect, 3 lines, perfect around the thing. And baby, you can't nobody do them things like me now. You understand?
Okay. Showing up at the airport in pajamas is literally presenting yourself to the world as someone who just rolled out of bed. Hello, it's an international airport in Atlanta.
Amen.
That's the point that she's making.
And
I always make sure that
will tell you, I catch the first flight every time I go somewhere. So I'm on the plane at 5:30 in the morning. I ain't never at the damn airport in no pajamas.
Hello.
I ain't never been.
Now I'm not gonna lie and say I'm fully glam dressed. I might have on some nice tights and maybe a good dishing t-shirt or something like that.
Right.
I'm comfortable.
But nobody cares about stuff like that. But when you go, I mean, first of all, in an airport, I see people come in with flip flops in the airport because recently they started making you take your shoes off.
Right.
So people wear stuff like that.
Listen, when I go my carry-on bag, I put my sneakers in my carry-on bag. Because going through security, yes, I keep my flip-flops on because I know I might have to take them off.
Right.
And then when I go through security, I take them off and then I put my sneakers on to go over to the gate. I do it every time now.
Right.
Because I know I got to take them off.
Right. Yeah. I always make sure that Ruby is dressed and pressed when we would leave the house. I rarely wear makeup, but I smooth my hair and put on clean clothes that coordinate. It matters to me. Exactly.
And it should.
Exactly. And it should, and it should. Okay. It's the parents' background and upbringing. It's like our culture is crushed with distinction and no self-moral or respect of anything or anyone, and not just and not themselves. It's sad. Okay. Hello.
That's what we're lacking.
I love when we get in like Lily dress. I let her choose her clothes, but not really.
Right.
I let her choose until she get it right.
Right.
That's what I do. I'll let her go in there. She'll pick out something. I say, no, not that. That don't have no sleeves. It's not warm enough outside. Like she might have the T-straps or something like that. And I'm like, no, you can't wear that. We might be going somewhere where it's air conditioning stuff. Like, no. Then you be talking about you cold. Nope, not wearing that. You got to be a sleeve shirt. She wanted to wear her little skirt one day. Okay, you can wear your skirt, but now we're gonna have to find some tights to go up under that damn skirt because guess what? Your little ass like to jump all around.
Right, exactly.
So we got to coordinate the little jean skirt with some tights under there and a shirt that will match the tights that are under your jean skirt.
Right.
So that you look cute.
Right.
So she's learning, and it just what Lily like to say. Okay, so Grandma, I'm gonna just pick out some options. You two have options, baby girl. Go ahead, pick your options out. And Grandma gonna tell you hell to the no, or yes, we can do this, but not with that. She's learning, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
and that's fine. But what that also does is that puts her and gets her part of the process.
Right.
So
and then she'll know what's expected. She'll also know what's expected. Like, okay,
exactly.
Grandma already knows that the weather ain't good, so I shouldn't be wearing this or this is
right.
Exactly.
My daughter, is it raining now? Can I wear? I can put on sandals or can I put on sneakers? Well, let's go to the door and see what's going on. Let me look at Google and see. Or let's ask Siri what's about to happen down here. Yeah, it makes them be a part of the process, but give them some pride in what they're doing
and what
and
they
it don't
are
have
doing.
to be the best of everything. No, like y'all said, who was talking about that? Was that Natural? We was talking about that early on the panel. Road, you was there, right? When we was talking about like T and Tamara when they had their show and they gave the baby her first birthday. They said T and wasn't not had no damn expensive ass stores. They was at Walmart.
Right. Okay. Hello.
I agree with that.
And that's how the hell you stay with your damn money.
Right.
Like I said when the twins was here and I saw that they were getting fat and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, they outgrowing a lot of this stuff that Molly and them sit down here. I went right over to damn Walmart.
Right.
Bought the little, because now the onesies be all cute. They be having damn the tutu attached to the onesies and everything, and you get the little tights and all. They can be very cute for a low price. Kids are growing like this.
Like honey, yes. And then right now, kids' clothes are very disposable anyway. They only gonna be in them for what, 2-3 months, unless you buy them big so that they could grow. They be around for a little minute. They grow into
and then
it.
We in this culture, social media culture. You got your kids thinking they can't wear nothing more than once because you're word on social media already.
Child, listen, I'm gonna take the Tiffany Haddish approach, honey. I spent too much money for this dress. Y'all gonna
wear it again. Y'all gonna see
it, and y'all gonna see it. Where now, that's the joke. Now, I mean, hell, the dress itself has become iconic. To where and from this point on, every award show she does, she need to have that dress on, and be like, I'm in this dress. You hear?
I'm in this dress. Exactly.
The dress has become the thing for her, which is a marketing ploy.
And when she goes to change it, everybody gonna be like, "Oh, it's gonna be a gang." Like, what? She changed the dress?
Oh, wait a minute. Amy said, "Sorry, I'm sensitive because it's been a full 20 years that we've been blamed for America's woes." No. Here's where this is, and the millennials got blamed.
I blame the ones that's 25 and under.
No, here's what it is.
I blame the generation before us. Really,
that's what I was going to say.
Those are the ones that started the downfall. They didn't want the praying. They didn't want this. They didn't want that. They wanted to be hippies. They wanted to smoke all the weed. They just was. I'm gonna do everything that my parents aren't gonna let me do. I'm not spanking my kids anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
Well, what generation was that? What you talking about?
The baby boomer generation.
Yeah, the millennials got blamed.
It wasn't ours.
No,
the still beating ass. What you talking about?
The millennials got blamed for our tear ups and stuff because we were the crackhead baby.
Because I would rather say it was us who started deciding that we wasn't gonna beat our kids no more.
Yeah,
it wasn't ours. No, it wasn't ours. It was my mom's generation. In 70 around.
My mom didn't like that.
Oh well,
no. As a whole, though,
I'm saying as a whole.
The
people that are in their 70s right now, late 60s, early 70s, they're the ones that did not want to do anything. They changed prayer out of school. They're the ones that stopped all of that stuff. They're the one that went to Congress. I mean, it started at the top. They're the ones that stopped a lot of stuff. They're also the ones that started that went and fought for the welfare system to take the men out of the homes.
Right.
That was that generation.
I was crazy because all I know was everybody that grew up around me all had similar either parents or grandparents where they were still the village.
Right.
Still scared of the old people. You still gonna get your ass whooped.
Until when?
But you use the word grandparents. You use the word grandparent in there.
Right.
That's the big key because the grandparents were the generation before the parents, and the grandparents were still doing a lot of the raising of my generation of parents.
Right.
They weren't most kids my age would say, well, I stayed with my grandparents, or I stayed with my grandparents' mom, my aunties. You know, they were the generation that were raised with those people because their mamas and daddies were out starting to smoke weed and smoking and going to what's that thing? You okay? What's that one thing where they the hippie generation? I mean, even the blacks was trying to become hippie like.
My mom was so busy running around trying to be the flyest in the city.
Right.
I mean, she not just in the city, but around the country, out of the country. She was
Right.
just jet setting. My mom was jet setting.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. So the grandparents were doing a lot of the raising. So we got a lot of our generation has a lot of old school ways because the generation that was supposed to do all the raising, we're leaving it up to ones that did it
right.
before.
Right.
Yeah. But what I was there was somebody's comment. I forgot. I'm
sorry. I ain't looked at YouTube or Facebook comments today. Y'all lucky I'm here. Look, I can't keep taking off work. My boss over there. I can't keep taking off work.
Oh, somebody else just said the baby boomer generation really effed up. The Generation X's, we were the forgotten ones, and we were because we were the ones that didn't get raised by the parents.
Kids and stuff like that. We had to start doing stuff on our own, and that is when technology started progressing a little bit. Because remember, we were the first ones with cable.
We were the first
ones with games, the
computer games and all that. Yeah,
computer games and all that stuff. We were the first ones. We were the ones with the beepers. We was the ones with that first big ass damn cell phone that looked like a damn.
That looked like a. That's right.
Right.
It looked like a military walkie-talkie.
That's right. I remember getting it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you got to think the 80s. The 80s was the years of the big flashy.
Of abundance. The 80s was abundant. You got to have it all. You can have it all. You can have it all.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
And he just said, Miko, he's
Miko.
Right there.
Say that again. Those of us from Generation X was X-style. That's why they called us the forgotten generation or latchkey generation. The first generation that had to raise themselves due to both parents having to work.
And don't forget about the late 80s. A lot of parents got hooked on that stuff.
On that crack, yeah.
Crack. And that's an opportunity to go there because, yeah.
They ain't call it crack. The old people say they on that stuff.
They on
that stuff.
Yeah.
Or they free basing.
I can honestly say
that's what my mom. That's how my mom didn't raise us because of that.
My mom had got hooked the grip, but I can honestly say she didn't get hooked on it until I was damn near grown. I was like 17, about to move out of the house. Like I had Timmy by then, and I was about to move out, and then I got married at 18. So I felt worse for my brother and sister of my mom's brother and sister who were 7 and 8 years younger than me. But she wasn't raising us to begin with.
The newer generations have the mindset that bucking social norms is the new norm. Following guidelines for dress codes have been deemed oppressive and patriarchal, which, if I'm honest, it is. But the side effect is that you are set back from opportunities, both social and economical, based on your presentation of self. Girl, okay, did you get the mic right there? Because that there, now let's be honest, because that there is the conversation that we have to have. Because again, there's a lot of stuff that's being X'd out, because a lot of this stuff we learned in schools, as far as when we had junior achievement, we had business classes and carrying on. We had classes and what it was to go for a job interview and all those kinds of things. How you show up and how you present yourself is how the thing does.
Don't forget the church. The church was a big thing in that time.
Okay, so and yeah, I have to say the church. I'm gonna put a caveat on that because see, at the church, what started happening was the big ideas of the haves and the have-nots at the church. Because haves, everybody who came in with the silk dresses and this, that, and the other. Okay, you brought your best, but now you trying to show out. You didn't just bring your best. Now you brought your best to show out, to say you got a little coin or whatever. And that's when we got into that thing there. But when it comes down to what it is to present yourself, and to give and to look your best. When was the last time I need to understand, when was the last time you taught somebody how to polish their damn shoes?
Come on. My brother said he wanted to open up a shoe shop because all these young guys, I wish I could get Baja on. I'm going to see if I can get him this week.
Okay.
He said he wanted to open up a shoe shop and start an apprenticeship because these young men are spending so much money
on
these shoes. But soon as they get a little bit worn, You throwing them away.
You throw them
You
away.
spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes.
They won't even throw them in the laundry to wash them.
No.
I ain't even
shoes.
talk about the sneakers. I'm talking about extra shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You might buy you some Gucci loafers.
Right.
You don't spend $1,200 on some Gucci loafers.
I ain't spent. That's the problem right there.
As soon as he's speaking to the ones who are buying upscale shoes,
right,
as well as work shoes and stuff like that. But he wants to teach them how to take care of. Remember, we used to take them to the shoe shop.
Right.
Taps on the back,
get the taps on the back, redo your heels. I'm looking at that now because I got to redo my heels on mine. I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
That's the lost art. He said he wants to be able to show men that. And there go another one, Meech. When the last time, man, did you show somebody how to tie a tie?
How to tie a tie, how to press your shirts, how to clean the ring around the collar because you left that to your woman or your grandmama stuff to do. Okay.
Remember they used to show you on the commercial. You put the whisk. Was it whisk?
Whisk.
You put the whisk around the ring around
or shout.
Ring around the collar or shout.
Right.
And then you had to.
You had to scrub or get the scrub brush. And brush it out so that that ring will come out. That sweat and that's dead skin.
So it'll loosen up.
Yeah, so to loosen up and come on out. Okay.
Shout it out.
It's the same thing with teaching girls about the bras. It's the same thing as teaching girls about bras. Look at me, like you going a whole nother way.
Oh my God!
Please don't. So important.
Don't, because we already have. That women are not taught the proper size, okay, about the wearing the proper bra.
And that's generational because
that's generational, and that's something that has to be learned because, and truth be told, that there needs to be an art that they teach the girls at the Walmart and this, that, and the other in the women's department.
Yeah, but remember when the women's department used to really be a women's department.
I know, and I said
they used to could measure you right there. They would measure you,
and they would. And I say that because oftentimes the girls are in the improper cups. Okay, you got the right
girls who have one size bigger than the other one too.
Okay, right.
One
so
is bigger than the other one.
And so you got all this muffin top up here that you want to say is cleavage. Okay, that you think you're supposed to show. Okay, but you're in the wrong cup size. Okay.
Your cleavage is when your bra fit right and your shirt hangs down.
And your shirt hangs down, honey, and it's just simple.
Your boobs might be set up right nice.
Right, and it's just
but
subtle.
They're not popping out the bra.
Right.
They're not popping out the bra, baby.
Right.
That's not it.
And that's what. So we have a lot of that. We have girls who don't know the child. Do they still make
teach
slips?
Etiquette or anything like that?
Do they still make slips, child? Because I haven't seen or heard nobody buy a damn slip. Unless I go to a resale store.
Look, because because the new thing is for them to be able to see through your shit.
I still own a couple, but I ain't wearing them.
I wish I had some because I know there's probably some of my dresses that well, no, I don't really have none that you can see right through, but I would rather.
What did you say, girdle? Did you say girdle?
A girdle?
No.
I got a girdle.
I got plenty of girdles.
Okay.
I have a girdle too.
You can go get girdles.
Listen, you get a girdle anyway, and a lot of girls are not now. They're calling them control tops and this, that, and the other. And then everybody.
Every girdle is a waist trainer now.
Right. Okay. This child said, "I love my slides. It's so comfortable, but you don't wear." Listen, kitty girl, you know how to wear your damn slides when you're just doing a little run here and there. You're not sitting down there going to work in your slides or trying to run through the airport in your slides. Okay, and thinking that everything is okay. You know how to wear the slides to be comfortable when you just running here and running there. It's not a whole get out.
You ain't going to fine dining in your slides.
Right. Hello. When you lack both respect and knowledge of self, these are the things that occur. The thug dress code is part of why people, particularly our people, are viewed negatively by mainstream America.
Amen.
Mic drop right there. Mic drop right there.
Y'all want to know who look nice when they get dressed?
Who?
Them African men.
Baby, it's an event.
Mm-hmm. There's a big African community like around where my ex-husband lives in Southwest, where Molly, my ex-husband, are around a big African community. I mean, from all different places in Africa. They call it Little Africa. Matter of fact, it was on the Food Network one time.
Okay.
Every day they get up, they dress.
Right. Okay.
You know, I love that. I love that long top that they wear.
Yeah, I do too.
Their pants and their loafers.
Oh. Yeah, I love. Oh, girl. Okay.
First of all, ain't nothing like a well-dressed man.
Right. Hello.
Amen. Amen.
And you read this already. The baby boomer generation is really fucked up. Generation X, us, we was the forgotten ones. That's why we was on crack and having to raise our babies. Yep. Exactly. See,
not our babies, ourselves.
And ourselves. Okay. Raising ourselves on drugs and this, that, child. Yeah.
And trying to have babies.
Right. A quick error to the 7-Eleven in slides. Okay. But a run off to a restaurant? Nah, fam. Got to class up a little bit more. Exactly, honey. And then
I don't give a shit if we go to the local place to eat. I'm not going there in no damn pajamas and slides and shit like that.
How about
Let's put
that?
on some clothes.
How about that?
I don't care if we run it down to the damn eyes.
Matter of fact, if it's
because we got hungry in the middle of the night.
Matter of fact, if it's closer to home, the more I'm gonna dress. Because when you're around somebody you don't know,
if you know you.
They don't know you.
They don't care about that no more.
Right.
Y'all, I know y'all see me picking my tooth. I'm gonna have Monday. I have a surgery. I gotta get root canal on this side, and it's bothering me like I'll get in.
Girl, we ain't gonna talk about teeth and all amount of falling out, child.
So I'm sitting up there. I know y'all. I'm sitting up there picking like, oh, it hurts so bad. I'm like,
you gotta go fund me. Y'all will contribute to my GoFundMe so a bitch can get a
will. And I'm gonna see. I don't know if they're gonna pay for me to get some braces and I gotta get right here.
Okay, listen.
Get some Invisaligners. Let's start them GoFundMes. We're gonna get Misha first, and then when we get Misha out the way, we're gonna start mine.
Right. Okay, listen. Let's have some fun. I said I want to lighten up.
Look, the co-pays don't pay. We're gonna start one for her too.
I'm gonna take a commercial break, but I think this is gonna tie in. Y'all pay attention to this. Just listen to this.
If Jimmy has 2 apples, listen, I'm not playing. 2 apples, and Emily gave him 2 more. Fix your face. 2 more. How many does Jimmy have?
He has 5.
You must want your ass electrocuted.
He has 4.
You best to get it right.
He has 4 apples. 4 apples.
Hurry up, put it in now.
4 apples.
Next question. If Michael has 16 oranges and his brother Alex came and took 8 away, how many does he have?
He has 10.
You gotta refuse to be stupid, you monkey nut. If I have 8, what is 8 plus 8?
16.
So, if 8 plus 8 is 16, what is 16 minus 8?
It's 8.
So why would you say 10?
8. It's 8.
Put it in. Stop acting like you stupid. Boy, I swear to God.
Okay, can I say something first?
That's me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was my foster mom all day.
That is me right now. I promise you. I'm sorry, but that is me all day. I promise you. I apologize to my granddaughter, but sorry. If you get your ass up here, you can sing a goddamn song off one of them shows you watch, and you can do your damn work.
Listen. I'm scared of math today from getting beat while I was doing math. You know how back in the day when they would say, the teachers would say they send you home with the whole little thing of how you times do your multiplications, and they have the little rows. And my mom would
it
be
used
like,
to be in the back. It's still in the back of the book, ain't it? In the back of the black composition book?
I don't know. I don't know anything with math. I try to stay away from because I'm traumatized. But she would be like, "What's 8 times 8?" I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know
that with Lily because Lily is very, very good at math. So when Lily mess up in math, it means she has technically left the
building, right? Baby, listen.
So much when her reading and stuff, she's good at it, but it takes her a little bit of time. I'm gonna get her tested. I think she might be a little dyslexic, so I don't do it as much with the reading stuff. But with that math, I know that her mind has went somewhere else because she's so good at math. So when she do that, I'll be staying there just like that. Do you want your ass whooped in here?
Baby,
I swear to God,
listen.
I apologize, but it's the truth.
But I don't
like Anthony, I have nightmares about that still.
Oh my God.
That and being forced to eat food I didn't want. Those are the two things.
Yeah,
and I said,
that's the thing. Remember, I told y'all I don't do that. So we found some vegetables that we agree upon. She's good with broccoli and she's good with greens as long as she could put her favorite Uncle Meech's chili lime on top of them. If she could put chili lime on top of it, she'll eat it.
Them old folks back in the day didn't play. They wasn't trying to make it taste better. They was like, you eating whatever I cook it, whether you like it or not. But I have nightmares even today from getting spanked from doing math. I was scared of that.
I am very grateful that my grandmother and my mother, even when I would be home and stuff like that, they never made things that I didn't like.
Oh,
you know, like my grandma, like I laugh about the shit with Lily. Lily, if I gave Lily rice 3 times a day, somebody would think that I was being terrible to my child, to my grandchild. But that's what the hell she wants.
Baby,
and
listen.
I can't be mad because my grandmother said when I was little, all I wanted was rice and gravy. It didn't matter. Whatever she made with dinner, she made rice and gravy just in case.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know that damn clip 150 times, and I laugh as hard as I did.
You gotta send it to me. I'm gonna send it to Natural.
Baby, I'm telling you.
It is funny, but it's traumatizing to people like me.
Oh, I understand because it's traumatizing to us all because there is not a black family that don't know this. I don't know about Caucasian children. Okay, I don't know about my Caucasian brothers and sisters if y'all had somebody like this, but every black family
unless you was that one white family that lived in the hood.
This particular parent, aunt, grandmama, whoever was helping you with your homework. Because, baby, this right here, oh, my God. Now,
and with poor kids, and if you still got that in your life like my granddaughter do, that's why I keep apologizing. I have to apologize, but y'all know I'm transparent, and I keep it real. That is exactly me. And poor kids, because now most of them still doing virtual school. And if you got that parent like that, it ain't just with the homework. It's all damn day.
But here's what it is. Most of the parents get like that because they know the child don't want to do the work. And they done zoned out.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I have to get on Lily.
Because parents get
frustrated. I understand when it's like that. But when people do it, because the child really has a learning disability.
And in some cases, that's what it is. And the parents don't know.
And they don't know.
You know, they don't know or whatever.
I don't do it when it comes to her reading in English and stuff, but
this one here, especially when this child said that, she said, "What? 8 plus 8 is what?" So if 8 plus 8 is 16,
if you took 8
minus 8 is what? So why would you say 10, baby?
But me, that would be me. I don't know. Is it 10? I can't because of all the screaming and yelling and having the belt out. I was like, is it 10? Is it 10?
Once she started,
no, you big dummy. But the difference between her and my foster mom is I really get hit. He didn't never really get.
No, not this time.
Lily has a meltdown. So once she starts melting down, she can't comprehend either.
Me either.
Like one day, I swear to y'all, here go the perfect example. One day, these was a whole bunch. Now, this was the reading thing. But these was a bunch of words that I knew she knew back and forth, right? She's reading the passage. It took her 30 minutes. She only read one sentence. It was a whole paragraph. The next day, Lily read a paragraph and a half in like less than a minute. I said, see, that's the kind of shit right there that make you want to whoop somebody ass.
But no, she was calm. She was calmed down and was able in an element at that
that's
point.
Why I told her teacher, I said, whatever was making her have a meltdown yesterday morning, because I called her teacher. I said, I know she had only went home for like a month and a half, almost 2 months, but ain't no damn way in the world she'll know how to read no more.
Right.
It's only been close to 2 months since she left. She read all this, and I was really upset. I was like, you're gonna have to help me. I always reach out to her teacher and say, she's having blah 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 blah.
I have nightmares about that from my father instead of teaching and being kind. Just what you just said, Marla. Okay.
Yeah, once you go into the meltdown zone, it is hard. Because
it's hard. And then now here's something that we as parents have to do. because it gets that way. And the thing of it is, when they done gave up and they tired and they really don't want to do it. But if you let them get up from that table, they're not gonna come back to it.
And that's the thing where you're trying to figure out, are you being too harsh?
Right.
Do you need to let them take the break?
Break.
Come back to it tomorrow or later or whatever.
Right.
Or what? And now I do see that I am, most of the time I'm kinder with her than I probably would have been if this was happening with my kids. Because I'm seeing now you got other shit going on.
Right.
That no 7-year-old
right.
should be dealing with.
Right.
Stop thinking these kids are not stressed out. They are stressed out. The stuff that happened. They're going from being in class every day to having to sit at home every day. It's a lot. These kids have anxiety. They are stressed out. So most of the time I try to see that. When I see that Lily's melting down, I text her teacher and I say, I'm going to make sure she completes all her work for today, but I'm going to let her log out. Okay. And her teacher just be like, okay, let me know if I can do anything. You want me to call her later? You know what I mean? She'll call her and stuff like that. But I'm glad that I'm able to recognize that because I don't know if this would have happened when my kids were little. If I would have been able to
isn't that something? Isn't that something to where now
that comes with maturity? It does come with maturity.
It does. But let's look at it from what we were taught, because see, we didn't have this option. That didn't come to like my sisters, because I'm 7 years older than my sisters. So by the time I'm about ready to graduate high school, they're going into junior high school or whatever, all that. So by that time, my mother was able to start to see patterns and this, that, and the other. Because right now I'm the guinea pig. Okay, no, you're gonna do. We don't have, what's So we had all of that.
What's wrong with you? You ain't smart. They call you dummy and everything.
My brother.
Y'all know my mother was a whole English teacher. Verona Christine was a whole English teacher. That's why she didn't allow me to go to public school till I got to the 9th grade. And I was only able to go to the top vocational school in the city, which she used to teach at. So that I still had a village at the school. I wasn't going to do nothing crazy. Because all them people, when I used to come and see, my mom would bring me on the days that we might have not had school. And I would go there when I was little. I remember one lady used to tell me, Miss King, she said, girl, when you used to come when you was little, we ain't never need nobody to come and clean the floor. That was because y'all know my mom was Muslim and stuff. So I had all my little long clothes on and stuff. She said, we ain't need to clean the floor when you came. I said, she was talking about my dress wiping the floor. But, she put me, even though she didn't raise me. Like I would be at her house sometimes, but more with my grandmother and stuff. But she made sure that, I said, when I graduated from 8th grade, I said, I'm just really tired of wearing a uniform.
Okay.
And the first school she gave me was Girls High. I said, well, hold up. If I'm going to go to Girls High, I might as well go to Howard and Little Flower. I might as well stay in the uniform.
Right. Okay.
I said, I'm not going there. I don't want to go to school with all girls. At least if I went to Howard dang, who in here from Philly? The boys' school was across the street. But she said I could go to Dobbins, and you had to take a test. You had to take a test to get in Dobbins. So the test. They was like the smart kids went to Dobbins, not really.
Okay.
I don't ever remember the test being that hard.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a little commercial break. And when we come back, we're gonna.
I'm getting tired. I got a hair appointment at 8 a.m.
Oh Lord, okay.
Because what time is what you call?
We got 3. We got 3 for
I got 8 a.m. I picked up all the shirts. Y'all seen that? Anybody? Shiro Hero. I got the box in my thing. I got the box of shirts.
Okay. Well, here we're gonna take a commercial break, and then when we come back, we're gonna get into Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's what I want to talk about.
The 100th anniversary.
And I'm gonna send you another link too, just in case they can't see the one that you are talking about. There's another good one that I used to listen to, and I still listen to it from time to time when I'm going to bed. It's a really, really good one, and it's on YouTube. So I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna send it to you now.
All right, we'll be right back. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angela believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angela help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nyla, and Nasia. This is Nana. Hey everyone, it is your girl Aunt Nikki, and I am here to tell you about my Nana Creations collection. So let me tell you what this collection consists of right now. Right now we have all natural body butters, all natural rose water spray, and handcrafted crystals and beads jewelry. That means you can get necklaces, you can get bracelets, you can get waist beads, you can get anklets. You can choose from what we already have, or you can give me a call, hit your girl up, honey, and tell me exactly what it is that you think that you need, and I will create a piece especially for you. Okay, so I want y'all to get into this. Yes, I sit here and bead every last one, honey. I'm having such a good time doing it. If you guys didn't see in the beginning when I called out those names, honey, Avea, Liliana, Olivia, Nala, and Nasia, those are my granddaughters. That is where the name Alo Nana came from. We started with the body butters, then I went into the jewelry, and baby, I just added this rose water, honey, and I am telling you, it is amazing. Look at the ending credits to see where you can purchase you some, where you can order it.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. All right, we are back. If you're just tuning in, honey, we just got through talking about Monique and her comments and carrying on about the bonnets and things in public places and pajamas and all that. But now we're going to switch gears and we're going to get into understanding, overstanding, understanding what it is that we need to do to take care of and preserve our own history here in these United States of America. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but we're on the heels. I think it was Monday, the 31st. Wait a minute, what's the actual date? of the Tulsa massacre because we were on the 100.
1921. It was in May the 30th, 1921.
May 30th.
21, yeah.
So it was Sunday.
21. Yeah.
Sunday. Okay, May 30th.
Mhm.
Okay. So we are now celebrating 100 years since the devastation, probably the worst devastation of Black history that we know of. Okay. Now, there have been several since then, as far as Black massacres in this country, devastations within Black communities and Black and all of that. You know, Black thriving businesses. I'm sure y'all saw the movie Rosewood. Rosewood was one. It was a Black neighborhood, thriving Black businesses and carrying on, and it was destroyed by our Caucasian counterparts for whatever reasons. Okay, most of which out of jealousy, anger, envy. You know, because the Black community was thriving in ways that they didn't, and a lot of this comes from poor white people
I
who
was getting ready to say
felt
because if you watch
that
those
when we
documentaries,
talk
it will
about
let
white
you know.
privilege, you know, the term white privilege, a lot of that term is stemming from poor white people who used to antagonize Blacks because they were enslaved, or after they were freed because they were poor, and because they felt that because they were white they were supposed to be better than.
And
And
they
so
had
a
no
lot of that whole
skills.
idea of
Remember,
what
they
white
didn't have
privilege is
skills.
stems from poor white folks taking advantage and using their skin color to be superior. That's what supremacy comes from.
Right. And
Supreme.
remember though, Meech, they had no skills. So they were
Right.
jealous. You didn't
Thank
have
you.
the
Yes,
skills
that is
because
so
all the
true. That's
Black
very
people
true.
had the skills. Just like within Tulsa, if you listen, I don't know what the one that you watched said. I'm gonna go and make sure I watch that one. But the ones that I watched let us know that they were thriving so much in Tulsa that the white counterparts in the little town over used to have to come over there and borrow.
Right.
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 Okay. Would sit up there and you know it talked about, or what it not talked about, but what it did is set up a precedent that showed that we were overcoming the odds and carrying on. And here at Dishing Tea with Big Meech, at Dishing Tea Entertainment, Diversity TV Network, our goal and all of my affiliates, that includes Let's Talk Without Nikki, that includes Atlanta Hot Radio, that includes Big Red Entertainment, okay, that even includes the Nighthawk Network, okay,
Oh,
uh,
NSM Entertainment Group, LLC.
okay. Artist First Entertainment, right? Okay. So that includes all of us. And what it is that we want to do is always preserve our history because we're doing everything that we know how to do right now. Okay. To preserve and also rebuild Black Wall Street. Y'all seen me when we talk about Black owned businesses and Black owned products and stuff. Y'all know I do my best to try to find stuff and carry on. I thought I was gonna have the Black owned ice cream, but they didn't got it at my Walmart. There's a black, yeah.
Oh,
There's a chef, honey, who done made an ice cream, a gourmet ice cream called Creamalicious.
okay. Where is
And
he?
Okay.
okay,
Where is he from?
it's a she, and
Oh wow.
oh, I forget where she's from. I,
Oh,
wait, oh, I was finna say, oh, I forget. Okay,
okay.
it's in
Well,
the
we'll
article,
find it. Yeah.
but nonetheless, wait a minute. While I'm talking, let me go to my Facebook wall because I put it up on my wall.
Okay.
She's a chef and she created it, and she now have national distribution. It's going to be in all the WalMarts.
Wow.
Okay, and so
Amazing.
All
I
right.
went down here to Walmart's because I was gonna get all the. She got 7 different flavors.
God
I was
dang.
gonna get them all, child. Okay, but it's expensive because you know it's gonna be like the Haagen Dazs and all the premium
Okay.
ice
So
cream.
it's a gourmet
That's the
ice cream.
price.
So okay. I just
It's
okay.
gourmet ice cream, okay?
Cause I'm
And
gonna
right
tell you, I'm
now,
not
you
getting
go
all the damn
on
flavors.
the
I'm gonna get the flavors
website.
I know I like.
It was capital of Black self-determination.
Oh, where it is?
You
Okay,
froze me.
let me read y'all. I'm gonna skim through it. Did I freeze?
You did, but you're not now.
Did I
But you
freeze?
look, but you
Am I together?
lagging. You fine now, but you
Okay.
were lagging a little bit.
Oh, okay. Probably because I'm doing too much, you know, trying to be on this and pulling this up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know you gotta be on
And
different
all of that.
devices.
Now what just happened? Oh Lord. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, come on. You know what? I am so sick of the doggone interwebs.
The interwebs.
The interwebs, child.
Mm.
Because she act like she want to have a mind of her own from time to time, honey. And that ain't necessarily the tea. And, child.
Don't
Okay.
worry, we can
But
get in there.
you know what was fun, what's kind of ironic about that Tulsa stuff too? It would be like a white person would drive by in a neighborhood and see that the black person had a grand piano in their house, and that angered them already. Like,
Mm-hmm.
or the
Yeah.
music came from them. So
Right. We create.
envy. Talking about a legacy. That's why it's important to leave. Because obviously, from where I come from, there wasn't none. But it's important that we do build legacy and rebuild, because rebuilding, um, you know, when we leave a legacy for our children, our grandchildren, we just hope that what that's why it's important to teach these lessons about your dress, your how you present yourself, because when you're left with that legacy, if you don't know how to treat that legacy when it's going to be gone again,
Remember, Mitch, you talked about that sometime before, like when somebody might have left something, but because you don't go on and do something else, now you don't want to take care of it. You don't want to
You
make
don't
sure
want to
it
be bothered.
continues to
Right.
thrive. You sell it off. The worst thing we could do is sell off anything that belongs to us.
Yes.
Even if you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be hands
God.
on with it, you got to find somebody that's going to make sure you keep it going. Even if you just got to check in weekly or whatever, you don't let it go. That's why you guys, that it's cute and everything, but that Alo Nana means something to me. That is all
Right.
5 of my granddaughters, and that is something that I'm building for them to have.
Right.
Right.
Know
Amen.
that I cared enough to create something for you that I hope will build into such a big thing.
Right.
To let the kids
Amen.
know that I want to do something for you, something that you will have. It might not be what you want to be. One of the kids, you might want to be a doctor. That one might be a lawyer. You might be this. You might be that. But you will still have a company that is yours.
Right.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, this ice cream, I just
It's
found it.
important.
She's out of Cincinnati.
Oh, Ohio.
She's out of Cincinnati, and there are 7 flavors, okay, to the ice cream. It's called Creamalicious.
What she got? What she got? What she got?
She has Porch Light Peach Cobbler, Grandma Gigi Sweet Potato, Right as Rain Red Velvet Cake. Yeah,
So all
ice
her
cream.
ice creams are like cakes. The cake
Okay.
and dessert flavors.
Yeah, Right as Rain Red Velvet Cheesecake, Thick as Thieves Pecan Pie, Slap Your Mama Banana Pudding, and Uncle Charles Brown Sugar Bourbon Cake, and Aunt Poonie's Caramel Pound Cake.
Well,
I think cake is cake and ice cream is ice cream. And I don't really want the taste on the same.
Now the peach cobbler, I might see. I'm looking for where's the butter almond, and
okay.
So she ain't got no regular.
I mean, I would support and buy the first time to find out what I could like, but I don't think the cake needs to totally be mixed with the ice cream. All those flavors like that.
We'll
I can
see.
do the banana maybe, but I don't know. We have to look at that.
I will try the banana pudding, and I will try the peach cobbler.
We'll see. Because I want to try the sweet potato. The sweet potato, the one that hit me was the sweet potato.
I want to try that
the bourbon. Yeah. Now, even though it says
may not know how to make all that stuff that good. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
For all of that, look, to have those particular flavors, we real good. Okay, but I want to try them to see what they are and things of that nature. Now, right now, they're $7.99 a pint. Okay, according to this, but they may change. That price may change when they get into Walmart. Okay. Yeah, and then right now, I just couldn't see myself spending, because with shipping, you can't order less than 4 pints. Okay, if you go online, and then the shipping, because at 4 pints, the shipping is like $25 because it's coming packed in ice and the dry.
Right.
But no, I just couldn't see myself spending $50 like that, you know,
Oh
and
no, ice
everything of
cream.
it going into shipping. You know, I just can't see that. But I'm waiting on it to come to my local Walmart so we can get it up in here. Red that came up in here. Let me bring Red in because I don't know if he's traveling or not. What's happening? Oh, okay. He at the club. He bouncing and carrying on. Okay. He at the spot. Okay. Oh, you at the studio.
I was gonna answer Anthony's question
Yeah.
there.
Well, how is Tulsa doing now in 2021? Because I wasn't taught Black studies because I was taught by white teachers that didn't have concerns about Black community, the Black community we live in. Now, you know what? Here's the thing, because it's interesting that you say that because my mother called me, well, a couple of days ago, and we were talking about this documentary that's on OWN about Black Wall Street, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "How old am I?" I said, "You're 71, honey." She said, "Exactly." She said, "Now, how come this is the first time I'm hearing about a Black Wall Street like this?" I said, "Mama, what are you talking about? Because I know about it." "What do you mean you don't know about it?" She said, "I've known about Tulsa, but I did not know Black Wall Street."
Because it wasn't called that at first.
Okay. And I said, "Wait a minute, what?" So it prompted her. We had a discussion. I said, "Well, Mama, I knew about this. In Detroit, we had Black Bottom." Okay.
Mm.
Detroit had Black Bottom. And so we got to looking it up. She said, "Well, have you heard about Paradise Valley?" I said, "I know Paradise Valley." I said, "Where is it?" And so she was telling me that's in Detroit too. I said, "Well, wait a minute, hold on. And where Paradise Valley is now what we call Eastern Market. Okay. And so it gave me a minute to start to look at that. I said, "Well, wait a minute, I was calling Black Bottom Eastern Market all this time." So there were two separate neighborhoods. They were adjacent to one another, but there were two separate neighborhoods in Detroit. Okay. I'm sure every major Black city had one because down here in Atlanta, we have
Everything. Look,
St.
all of
Albans.
them. Look,
St.
all
Albans
of them.
Street and all down there.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I know where that.
Okay, so that was that particular thriving Black neighborhood and stuff here, where we had thriving hospitals and banks and
I
merchants.
was born in an all-Black hospital.
You know, oh really?
In Missouri.
Wow.
The last one, we were the last children before they closed it down. 1966.
Wow. Okay. So
get on my nerves.
Okay. So when we talk about a lot of what's going on, the thing is, let's talk about those. You know, a lot of folks don't know that the history of what Black Wall Street was. Okay. As far as the Tulsa, Oklahoma, a lot of folks don't realize that the Gap Band, the singing group with Uncle Charlie singing group, that their singing group, that's what their name came from, because they're from Tulsa. And their name GAP, Greenwood, Archer, and what name? The other street. That's what their song "You Dropped a Bomb on Me" is about.
Listen, I'm sick. Did y'all just hear me singing it? And I'm like,
that's what the song is about. It talks about. Yeah.
We've been singing that song for years.
We've been singing it for years.
Yeah, because the aircraft was coming over and dropping bombs on them to.
Yeah.
And you're right though, because in the 70s, or 80s, 80s, 70s, 80s, 70s.
80s, yeah,
early
the 80s.
Early
80s.
Yeah. We were singing that. I mean, but you know what? We didn't know why certain things was being said, because we didn't know what was going, because we're young and we're not knowing what's going on in the world. Because back those days, we weren't watching the news like that.
No,
you know,
God.
And even if he was, they wasn't showing that part of it.
They wasn't showing it anyway.
No, it wasn't. And then I hated the news when I was a kid because it was so serious. They were so serious. But here was where it is, understanding that a lot of and I didn't know this until I watched this documentary, that a lot of that land, it was Native American reservation land at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And the white folks didn't want it. They didn't want it. Okay. And so what they did was, that was land when black folks said, okay, we'll take it. That was a throwaway land. So they gave it to them. Okay, well,
they didn't think
now,
they was gonna be able to make it
now y'all could be over here, and they didn't think it was nothing. Well, come to find out, that land had oil. The land had oil, so it was now the richest land there.
Yeah,
Okay,
now you want it back. Now you want it back.
Now, and then on top of it being the richest land and carrying on,
you don't want it back because it wasn't ever yours to begin with.
Right.
Now you want it. You didn't want it.
You didn't want it. And then because black folks came in and did what they did, okay.
Thank you.
They done set up there. They done turned this into a thriving metropolis to some degree. Okay, I think they said it was like 13 or 19 blocks. They turned that into living.
They had everything.
Stores.
They had no need to come to your stuff.
And they even had the CD parts for those who were still running numbers and had the joy houses and this, that, and the other. So it's not like it was all, we were just all upscale businesses or whatever and on the table. They had to underline, the black. Yeah,
they had the farming. They even had the farming people that had the weed, the soil, the alfalfa. They were selling all of that in stores. I studied this. This is so amazing.
Coca-Cola had cocaine in the first formula.
Right, exactly.
Baby formula, when they first started coming out with baby formula, they had it there because I think baby formula was actually, if I'm not correct, either Enfamil or Similac, one of them was made by a black person.
Oh, okay.
The scientific side, putting the science.
My family hails from Indian territory, and my dad's side from Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. I think it was in the 30s.
Princess, we going back to reclaim y'all stuff.
Anthony's right. It was like 35 blocks.
35 blocks.
Yeah.
So with that, it became a spectacle now because the white people were, now, and then wanted to claim it, and then wanted to degrade black folks and carry it on.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're trying to come up with ways to discredit the black folks that was on the land. Mm-hmm. They were trying to say that they were this and they were that. They were trying to sue them for whatever reasons. They were trying to come in to say that they were not good fit parents and they were unfit parents. And so now
everything. But remember, after it was all over, then you didn't pay them.
Right.
They're paying insurance.
Right.
Me too, Leah.
I'm considered from the Creek and Cherokee freedmen in that area. Still need to get my tribe registration.
You better get it,
Come on now, because that's money right there.
Yeah.
Do you know what you can do once you get your card? Listen, and let me tell you something. Because if the white children paying $5 Indians, they pay $5 to get their little card to say they were descendants of, and they can sit down there and do the shit that they done did in the name of being quote unquote natives. Baby, listen, you better get that real good, real quick. Okay,
Princess, we gonna open up a casino, and not old people saying a casino.
Okay. I have mine for I need mine for the Cherokee. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's how my car didn't call that much.
So yeah. What's up, Red?
What's happening, man? What's going on, fam?
Hi.
Nick.
Hi.
Hey, what's happening, Doc? What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right, sweetheart.
What's happening?
Oh, nothing out here with the doggone Einstein mind.
All right.
Oh, really? Is that H2 up there?
Yeah, he is right there.
Hey.
H2 senior. Hey, husband.
What's up, man?
That's my heterosexual husband, y'all.
Guys, I have the red shirts. Look, remember how they got the red hats? I have the red shirts.
Okay.
I'm still in everybody's. I'm wearing everybody's.
Okay. So yes, we own this thing about Black Wall Street and the anniversary of Tulsa. You know, it's 100 years, and I guess the question becomes, the Anthony post is, what is Tulsa? How is Tulsa now in 2021? You know, and then let's look at what has happened within those last 100 years. Has anything changed since they bombed it? Because we've had progression, then they've taken it. We've had more progression. It's been destroyed.
What you need to do is get the research department to find out what exactly are they doing in the name of that situation in Tulsa.
I was going to say, because when we talk about, remember we talked about reparations. There's one that is flat out in your face. All that land should go to the descendants of those people.
Well, you know, they're trying to.
Well,
they
you know,
just
that's what the
awarded.
problem is.
I just saw something. They just awarded 3 people who were survivors of the bombings. They just awarded them a large sum of money. I forget what the money is.
I ain't even worried about them, but they need the land. Give them the land.
But here's the thing. Right now, there's a thing.
The lady that's 107.
Yeah, I think so. Right now, they have what they call Black Upstart. There's a new program there, and they're in Tulsa. In fact, they have several here. They have a chapter here in Atlanta where they're doing a lot of workshops and entrepreneur building and trainings and stuff to get people to how to build their businesses and carrying on. But right now, here's my concern. I really believe that now that a lot of focus has been on Black Wall Street, it's becoming a little political, because now folks are trying to use it as a you know how everything get. As long as they can sit down there and get Black folks to talking, and then we think you doing something for us, it becomes a political.
Until I see some paperwork that you giving them all that land.
You know,
the descendants of them people.
And I'm like, you know. So right now, that would be something that we need to look at to find out what's going on, because you know, a lot of those folks who committed those crimes, they did not serve any time.
Of course not.
They did not serve any time or whatever.
The initial lady who lied and said the thing that sparked it off
was she was attacked in the elevator thing.
Yeah.
No, what he didn't work. He didn't work there. What happened? He came from across the street.
He was there. Yeah,
he was across the street. She was in the elevator and she screamed, and he heard the scream, and he came from across the street, and he came in the elevator. She said he did it. Okay, now here's the ticket. The reason why the riot started was because they were trying to hem him up. Black folks came everywhere with shotguns and shit.
Right.
They were like, "Oh no, fuck that. We're not going down like that. Not today." Okay. And so one thing led to another. A shot got fired. I don't know who fired it. A shot was fired, and that's what caused the commotion. And so we had like maybe 6,000 people dead from shooting. No, 6,000 people got arrested.
Check this though, because she wasn't on the Black side, right? The elevator stuff happened on the white side.
Okay, right.
So how the Black side get burnt down? Because now y'all don't have it all up.
Jealousy.
Y'all ignorant asses over there.
Well, it was mainly because of jealousy and envy when it comes to that.
That was the camel for them. The straw.
Historically, and I want y'all to think about it, looking at the age of this entire panel. How many people that you know? I was talking about us being teenagers. Now you need to be quiet. Now look. I'm saying historically though. No, when you think about it, how many people do you know of? Not family. You know, even if it's family or not, just distant people, neighbors, whatever, that you know in your travels. Back then, there's a lot of situations where Afro-American went to the aid of an Anglo-Saxon and ended up catching the case.
Right.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yes.
I'm just saying because I always speak on this because one of my favorite uncles, you know what I'm saying, he's doing well. He's out, you know what I'm saying, got his own business now. But he lost 8 years of his life for running to an alley to stop a woman from getting raped. Because she turned around and said he did it.
Or we could bring it up as recent as when Marley was here and was only 17 years old. And because a little white girl, not just a little white girl, but a little white girl with a record who done been locked up about 6 times at the time for prostitution. You bring people to my house, to my studio, looking for somebody else. You leave. My son fires in the air. You call the cops and say he tried to kill you. Now, my son, who ain't never been in trouble, get good grades, ain't never did nothing, ain't even seen no handcuffs, gets charged as an adult with 3 counts of aggravated assault because you brought men to my house looking for somebody else. And in his mind, he felt like he was firing a shot to make sure y'all don't come back. But nobody got shot, nobody fought, nobody touched each other, nothing. It was words. Y'all seen me come out there, motherfucker. Y'all got in the car, y'all left. I went back in the house. This dumbass, I mean, it was dumb what he did because somebody could have got hurt. He didn't know what he was doing. But thank God nobody did get hurt. But how you take a 17-year-old who's never been in trouble before a day in their life, you charge them as an adult with 3 counts of aggravated assault and put him straight in prison with grown people against I'm just going to say this bitch, because I don't give a damn if she was black or white. This bitch, you came to my house, you started this shit. It wasn't even about my son. And then you lied and told him that he tried to kill you. And then when she tried to recant and take it back, they wouldn't listen. They let the state pick it up. And now my son, who I always say, my baby, well, not my baby, my youngest child went to jail. I don't know who the fuck came home. He went to a grown man's prison.
I got a question.
And it wasn't never none of that. He got locked up in juvenile or none of that. He never been arrested.
Have you ever wondered this? Have you ever wondered this? How many cases in America where there's been a person that has no affiliation with trouble catch a major case?
Right.
Look at the boy. Look, boy that they said stole that backpack that time. He's ended up dead now. He's dead. He killed himself after he had to spend. He was like 15, 16. They tried.
That's the one that Jay-Z and them did the Jay-Z.
Yeah, did the documentary on. Look at that. You know, it's horrible.
Because you took a child and you put them in a grown man prison.
Yes.
Somebody's never been in trouble before in their life.
Yes.
And that's why I try to tell my son. I said, listen,
something they didn't even do.
Your record, because we're gonna work on that. But your record tells people that you are a violent offender, that you are a violent criminal. They never get to know that you never touched nobody, you never fought nobody, you didn't even slap nobody, let alone shoot nobody. They don't get to know that. Only thing they get to see is you got 3 counts of aggravated. You are a violent felon. That's what they see. They don't know that you were 17 and nobody got hurt, nobody got shot, nobody fought, nobody did anything. And then to know that she tried to go back and fix it, I'm pretty sure some people was like, if you don't tell the fucking truth.
Okay, Nikki, how many cases you think I'm saying in the world that white folks had where they could have doggone said, okay, this is a bunch of bullshit, my bad, and everybody go home, that they didn't pick up? Why is it the state always pick up the black kids? You know,
and then remember, I'm gonna tell y'all what the judge said. When our lawyer, who was not a public defender, we paid for this man. When he asked him, can we do first-time offenders? You know what the judge said? I'm not giving him first-time offenders because he was a bad shot.
Right.
Wow. He had a 9mm. If my son wanted to hurt somebody, he could have let it rip. That thing fired one time, and he scared his damn self because in his mind, he told myself, I thought the safety was on. I said, now see, that's the bullshit right there. You don't know what you're doing. You shouldn't have took the damn gun from one of the other guys that was in the studio. You had no business with it. So you did do something stupid. I'm never going to sit up there and be like, oh, my baby ain't do nothing. No, you did something stupid, and somebody really could have got hurt. However, that punishment didn't fit that crime. And
Right.
You could have put him in a juvenile facility till he turned 18, 21. Who the hell care? Yeah. But why the hell would you put him in a grown man?
Oh, why y'all bullshit? Hey, y'all can look this up. Check this out. I just found this. I learned this week. Did you know that they doggone starting to doggone snatch their ass up? You know how they used to take your kids when they 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, doing busting window out, whatever, in the street doing whatever. 8 years old, they take them straight over to juvie.
I seen that.
8 years old.
Well, they cuff them 6 years old in the school.
Right, y'all saw that, the 6-year-old baby.
Yeah, remember that? We was outraged about that. And I remember, and this is the thing, because not all cops and stuff act like that. I remember one time Keisha and them called me. I was in class when I first was doing the behavioral health, when I was in college for behavioral health. And he said, Mom, they got a red man in the back of the cop car. And him and his little friends that went over to the abandoned house and had the little BB guns out there shooting with the BB guns, shooting the cans and stuff like that.
Bullshit.
Right. But thank God that the cops knew who I was.
Right.
It was white cops, but they knew who I was. They knew I was like the neighborhood mom. I made sure everybody's kid was doing what they needed to do. And I was at school. I said, I'm at school. He said, I think he's scared enough. I'm going to send him in the house. Okay. But not everybody is like that.
Right.
Timmy was out one time past curfew. He wanted to go to the damn store. He said, Mom, I went to Turkey Hill. I didn't know they was going to mess with it. Them motherfuckers opened my damn door. They knew I was crazy. They said, your son was out past curfew. I'm putting him in the house. And they closed the door. Because they know I was about to snap. But not all cops act like that.
Right.
I'm just saying, I have been picked up. Look, I got robbed, armed robbery. To this day, nowadays I know after I turned into a gun enthusiast as an adult. This dude had a 38 snub nose to my head.
Wow.
Me and my cousin, and we were teenagers. They jumped out. 4 guys jumped out of a box Chevy as we were walking to the bus stop after going skating, and robbed us. And they really got frustrated because I'm a smart nigga. I always took exactly what I needed when I go out and stuff like that. So by the time you steal from me, your ass got about a nickel and 2 pennies. You know what I'm saying? I spent my money.
But Red, what about the people?
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me tell you what happened.
Go ahead, because this is real serious. Go ahead.
Let me tell you what the police did. We there. Called the police after they do the shit. They took my cousin's precision skates. If anybody go skating, know what precision skates are.
Right, of course.
Okay, they took his skates and about $700 in money out of his pocket. I told him not to bring all his money, and he had it with him anyway. And the police came, put us in the car, did the full report, and then asked us, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and take y'all home. Okay, we live 4 doors away from each other on the same street. Take us home. And when we get to the house, this motherfucker walks us to the door individually. And I'm like, why he got to do all that? And then come to find out he going up to the door, handed the motherfucker slip. You gave us a curfew marker. We was the victims.
Oh, wow.
We'd have been at home on time had we got not stuck up.
Right.
Right.
See, that's that nut shit. Like, you ain't got shit.
That's that dirty crap. That dirty crap.
You ain't got nothing else better to do.
Nothing.
I was thinking what you just said, Red, how you said you were smart. You only took out what you needed to take out. My sister had a boyfriend. His name was Skip. This boy was an amazing artist. Like, he was featured in our Philadelphia Daily News. There's actually a picture of me in that thing because he had did mine. And I was so, distraught about it. I didn't want to ask his mom, could I have it? Because now her son is gone. But this boy was going to work. He was one of those kids like you, Red. When he went out the door, he only took what he needed. Token to get to work, token to get home. They tried to rob him. He had no money. They got mad because he had no money and they killed him.
Wow.
Because that night they robbed me. They got $700 from him and 40 cents in a bus pass from me.
You got to think, what's in the mind of somebody that callous? You that mad because somebody don't have something?
Well, now that goes full circle to what we're talking about with Tulsa. You that mad.
That's the environment we're living in.
You that mad. That
you
pissed
have
up
something.
because they had something that you didn't, that you said you didn't want, and got mad because they did something with it that you didn't think they were supposed to do. Okay, you felt that they wasn't gonna do nothing with it. So it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't at the ultimate right here.
All right.
So now because
that's exactly
y'all found a way to undo it by just destroying it and burning it down. And after 100 years, it still is not flourishing the way it ought to.
After 100 years, after 100 years, they've actually taken it upon themselves. And they're rebuilding stuff that they want there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And in the area.
Of course.
So when that guy asked what's going on with Tulsa now, part of those 35 blocks is desolate because they haven't never rebuilt. And part of it's all built up with
gentrification, honey. That's what happened. Gentrification.
And so guess who's making the money? There's no Black owned businesses in that area at all.
Right.
That's why one of
Okay.
the people that believe like stuff like that. That's why I said they need to be awarded the land. People need to be awarded the land. I don't give a shit
Okay.
if you was a fifth cousin removed. I don't even know what removed means. But when they be saying that shit, I don't know what it means. But
No, child, all that's white folks stuff. Your great grandfather. Okay, that's what we say. We put all the greats. They say,
how
well,
you
that's the fifth
removed?
cousin removed. I don't know, child.
You ain't
We,
removed if you still a part of it. Oh, okay. I got long
You
as you
just
say this.
Well,
just
you know why they
removed.
say removed? It's like how Donald Trump and them kind of are. Their mindset is if you not my children and the people with the Trump name
yeah,
that I
idiot.
know, you are removed. You're no longer part of what we consider family. Like Trump's niece is a prime example. They call her their removed cousin. Remember the girl that was she wrote the book?
Yeah, the
That's
one that wrote the book.
your removed
Okay.
cousin Mary.
Okay, so that make it make more sense for me, Donald.
Did you know they use that in the judicial system and the paperwork for people that are getting married that's doggone actually related, but they're so different.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might be where it started from, honey.
Like if you marry your third or fourth cousin, that's removed.
Okay, because they're not that close enough that it would make a
It's in the paperwork. It's in the paper. When you read the paperwork, it's so damn stupid. When you read the paperwork, it literally says that in the doggone statement.
Yo, that's so retarded. So I feel like those people in Tulsa, I don't give a damn. If you could trace your roots back to Tulsa, I don't care if your grandmother or nobody had the land. If you lived in Tulsa, if all your family lived in Oklahoma, they should be able to get it. If you're black, you should be able to get it. But just like I feel like wholeheartedly in my spirit, in my soul, I do not believe that any white person, corporation, or anything should be allowed to own a cotton field, tobacco field. What was the other thing?
Hey, don't Uncle Charlie live there?
That's
where he's from.
Yeah, I think he got a ranch there.
Y'all better go get y'all stuff.
Okay.
Uncle Charlie got a ranch there, I believe.
We're
A
gonna
big ass
call
ranch.
Uncle Charlie so he can come and break down. You dropped the bomb on me for us. Let's get him.
Hey,
okay.
Let's see if we can get him. Come and break it
you
down
don't have
for
to
us.
see if we can get him because he's the type of person to come to shows like this.
I know.
How about
that's
that? Exactly.
Let's hit him up. I want him to come and break it down for us, and I want to be able to say, Uncle Charlie, we've been singing that damn song since y'all brought it out, and we never knew that's what you were talking about.
When I interviewed I interviewed Ronald Isley when I first started doing the radio show.
My boy. Oh.
And that was my first interview where I was just like goofy as hell, and I was trying to make sure I kept it professional. Because it was Mr. Big, and that's who I always wanted to be.
Yeah,
you know
right. So, everybody wanted to be Mr. Big. I was scared of Mr. Big.
And when he broke down,
he got the little white beard and everything.
Yeah.
I never thought he was cute before, but I think he's fine now.
Hey, but he broke down. We was talking about different love songs and stuff, and babies being made off their music. And I thought it was ironic that so many babies were made off the old school song "Footsteps in the Dark," and the song is about an abortion. The song is about the footsteps in the dark is the spirit of the baby that they hear down the hall that they aborted.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Oh, now I got to pray, Jesus.
What a say, Jack Meach. What a say, Jack.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
They felt like they made a mistake with getting rid of the baby when they should have doggone put family first. And that's why he's saying he was upset with himself. I keep hearing footsteps, baby.
I keep hearing footsteps in the dark.
Wow. I don't even know what I thought it meant. It's just I didn't think it meant that.
But I knew it had to be something. But I knew it had to be something that needed to be explained, and that's why I asked about it.
Who said Big Red is tripping?
Who said that?
Leslie Ingram.
It's true though. It's true.
Wow.
Listen, now I can get the damn song out my damn.
Now I got to go and listen to it all over. Just
Me too.
I'm
gonna listen to it again.
Yeah, after I told you that, I want everybody to sit down and listen to the song, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, it'll bring tears to you. It'll bring tears to your eyes. I promise."
I'm ready to cry now. Just think about that. What you're saying and hearing it in my head.
Yeah, and knowing that I was in the, and knowing I've been in bed and that was going on. Shame. Shame, shame, shame.
Oh, let me throw this
Oh,
in
here
your
we
group.
go. Okay, now listen.
Let's
Let me
get
read you
it.
the lyrics. Let me read you the lyrics, honey.
Read them. Go ahead.
It says, "Are we really sure? Can a love that lasted for so long still endure? Do I really care? Hey, hey, let's talk about the distractions going on elsewhere. I keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dark, in the dark. Why? I keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dark. My mind drifts now and then, looking down dark corridors and wondering what might have been.
Might have been.
Something's up ahead. Hey, should I keep the same direction or go back instead? Honey, let's stop walking around when there's love lost to be found, and you know I still care. I still care. What's the sense in going elsewhere?
Yep, they almost lost their relationship behind that whole situation. He
I
told me all that.
Who feels really sure? Can that feeling guarantee your happiness shall endure? And do we really care? Hey, let's look at what's been happening and try to be more aware.
Yep.
Yeah, let's stop walking around. When there's love lost to be found, honey. You know I still care. I still care. What's the sense in going elsewhere, honey? Let's stop walking around because I keep hearing footsteps in the dark, honey. Ooh.
Now, now, when I listen to the lyrics, I would have thought maybe it was that he lost his love, and he keep hearing her footsteps. That's what I
No,
would
he's
if I
saying
would have ever just sat down and thought about. But damn,
he literally singing to her about that decision they made, and I think the decision was his decision based on the career shit, putting that first before
putting
children.
that first.
Right. Ain't
And,
that
and what
something?
it sounded like is you was being haunted, sir.
Yep.
You keep hearing footsteps in the dark. You was being haunted.
Well, look here, I'm finna check out for a minute because you know I got an artist in here in the booth, and y'all gonna be amazed at this because his name is Bully Wonder.
All right
And
now.
I need to send Yall there this weekend. What time?
Hey, did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't get it, do you?
Bully
Bully
Wonder.
Wonder.
Uh-huh.
Y'all don't get it, do you?
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm.
What is it? What is it, Demetrius?
What you're saying that he's finna go to bullet like a Stevie Wonder, honey.
He's just like him. He's blind.
Oh, he's
Oh, okay.
blind too?
I have a blind, most talented rapper I've dealt with in the booth right now.
Oh, okay.
Shut
Wow.
up.
Well, Iyanla need to come and do this song. So, what time y'all got available this weekend?
Come on down.
I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Well,
It's my
all right.
birthday weekend. I ain't coming nowhere. But while we were on this music thing, okay, Ray, I don't know if you stand out, but you guys, Lisa left out Lopez because her birthday was the other day. Yeah, shout out to that. Philadelphia born. I know she was Atlanta, Atlanta loved her
No,
too.
that's a
But
Philly chick.
we actually had a good friend in common. His name is Big John. He's actually passed away now too. He was a producer and one of the local Philly artists back in the day. Lisa used to be his girlfriend before she was burning up.
Okay, gotta go. Bye-bye.
No, you guys. She got a new memorial put on her. She got a new memorial put at her grave for her 50th birthday. And when I tell y'all, I watched it earlier, the dedication to it earlier. The thing almost brought me to tears. It's so beautiful. It's here in Atlanta. It's so
Okay.
beautiful. It's colorful. The thing is amazing. I mean, it's beautiful. It brought me to tears just looking at the daggone thing.
You got did you save it? You got
I
it?
got the link. It's on YouTube. I got the link. Because I
All right.
sent
Okay.
the actual earlier. I'll send it to
And
y'all.
on Big Red Fella TV on YouTube, premiering June 11th
Oh Lord.
is
Did you
that
get
first video.
you got it?
It's
Dig
already
it.
uploaded.
Shut up. You okay,
I
we'll talk.
sent it to I sent it to him. I sent
Okay,
it to him
that's
earlier.
beautiful. We'll talk later.
I ain't put it
I,
up there. I thought maybe you wanted
I,
me to do something to it first. You just put it up just like that?
I put it up there for the first one to be raw.
Okay.
And then the next one, I got one down that I did. I was writing tonight while we was in here. And I'm gonna play Bully Wonder in this next one. So when we record that one, I'm gonna have somebody sitting like me keep telling me, man, if you keep forgetting the lyrics, why don't you write it down? But I'm blind. All right.
Okay, you know when I'm done with you. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, listen. This has been really, really good. We can go on. I'm going
People
to
getting
encourage.
old, Meech. My mom just called to my happy birthday, little girl. Guess she figured it's about to be 12 o'clock. No, mom.
Right.
Tomorrow night at 12.
Tomorrow. I'm going to encourage all of you to go ahead on and to pay attention to your history. Okay. Your history and your history. That there, if you're on YouTube, that's the link to the YouTube link that Nikki sent. Okay, go click on that. If you're on Facebook, the link is also there on the book as well. Okay, I'm
So
going
what's the
to.
name of yours though, Meech? The
It's
one
on
that you're talking
OWN.
about?
It's on TV. Um, and they're doing it in a series because part one just came on this past Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday, it came on Sunday, and I taped it Tuesday because they got a part two that's coming out. I think next Tuesday. But nonetheless, yeah, go to Oprah Winfrey's network and just look up Black Wall Street, honey. Y'all will see it because it's in the on demand right now.
CNN had a good documentary on it too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I don't know who the one that I have who it was by. I've just watched it so many times. I actually know as soon as it comes on is it's on. Oh wait a minute, is this the right one? Yeah, it's on Chazik bin. Yep, I guess he's a
Yeah,
Chazik
yeah.
bin.
I'm kind of thinking that they probably are. Israel, the Black Israelites or something along. And this was
Yeah,
posted
and
back
I've
in
watched that one so many
2013.
times. I just never see because I'm not even subscribed to that page. I just one day, like you guys, because I watch documentaries a lot. Sometimes whatever's on my mind that day, that'll just be what I type in such and such documentary, and then it usually happens kind of like that.
Here's something that I want us to consider though before we get up out of here, and that there is children. What can we do to see? Part of the education is to get back into understanding where the power is. The power is in ownership and land. We got away from shit because folks didn't want to do this, that, and the other with the land. Okay, they did not want to accept. Hold on for a second. I put that down there for a reason because we got to clean that out. Remember all those fruit flies? Um,
Vinegar and dishwater.
got
Vinegar and dishwasher liquid.
okay. Yeah, child, I found some onions that I didn't realize had gone bad. Girl, they were up under this thing. I'm like, where the hell are these gnats coming from?
Yeah, vinegar and dishwasher liquid.
Okay. So, we've got to understand the power of real estate. Everybody wants us to talk about real estate and carrying on all over again and this, that, and other, but we got to get into understanding what that means for real. What it means for real. Okay. And understanding we got stuff that's in the family. I'm so hateful that my family chose to sell my great grandmother's house. Okay. My great grandparents, they sold the siblings, their children decided to sell the house after they had passed. That house on McLean should have been the family. That house should have been ours, and we should.
That's what I said. There should be one home, even if nobody lives in it. There should be a home that if something ever happens, that somebody can go back to.
Right.
But and then here we have to stop all this internalized fighting because if one person own it, they paying all the taxes on it or whatever. Then it becomes that whole money thing. But you ain't paid nothing. How you gonna tell me what to do with all that old bullshit?
It's always that.
It's always that. What we have to do is understand the power of our economics. Our economic power is what's going to dictate our political power.
Well, one thing we don't do like cryptocurrency. We don't do Bitcoins. As a Black,
I just heard the market just crashed. That Bitcoin market just crashed.
Right. I don't, but,
Look,
but I'm just saying, they most most of us don't understand it, so we don't get into it.
We
I'm
don't get
learning
into
it.
it, and
Gonna
one of the
learn it.
things too, because like there's a lot of business opportunities and things. I'm hearing these seminars and all this, how Black entrepreneurs could do this, 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 and this. But what I'm tired of hearing, I'm tired of it seeming like these are get rich quick schemes.
That's what it always said. That's why we be scared.
You know, because the way how they sell it, it sounds like you just saying this so that you can make your coin because you're trying to charge me for information.
Just
And
like people started the susu. Remember the susus that was just recently all big again?
But that's because you know what? They start using them as like pyramid scams instead
Right.
of using them like the way they do in Africa, the way the family, like when somebody approached me about doing it, and it's not about not doing them, I will do them with a group of people that I trust.
Right.
That's just it. If it ain't a group of people that I don't want a whole bunch of different people, because if we do it with a group of people that we trust, then that money is circulating every time.
Right. Which ain't nothing wrong with it, but then there's again, it goes back to trusting. But there's always somebody that's I don't have my money this time. You know what I'm saying? I don't have my money this time, Raymond. Can you spot me this? Or if you pay my share, I'll pay you back.
And then you know, it can't be, it gotta be. And if something did happen, you gotta make sure it's some reliable people. Like I know I'm gonna actually get my damn money back. Or you gonna pay mine next month.
Or here's the thing, because everybody get in and until they round come up. And then as soon as they get their round, then they drop out or whatever. If you know, you old bastard.
Right. I lost money in that, a lot of money in that. And I just said, you know what? I can't afford to even be in it because y'all do. It would be like I'd give, start doing pyramids for the, not pyramids, but start putting money in for my kids and they're, trying to make sure that they end up losing,
But here's the thing. We have to now and realistically devise plans, because there's more than one, on how we can take and benefit from economic empowerment. We have got to get on this thing of making sure that when we move, we're moving in a way that's going to propel us forward, and not sitting up there where one person is like they treating like a pyramid scheme. One person gets all of the doo-wop, and then everybody got to suffer. The pyramid, everybody keep telling you about this multi-level marketing. Well, yeah, it only works. You ain't gonna never get to the top until you build it. You got to build the pyramid. You're not gonna get to the top until you build everybody to come up under you. Everybody got to come up under you. They don't tell you that. Oh, well, what you do, you could rise up. I'm rising up because I'm building my own shit.
Right, because I'm bringing in more people, but you getting paid off me and the people that I
and the people, right? Okay.
And we can't. First of all, we don't have time to do all that.
Right.
And it's frustrating because we don't have the money, and and a lot of times you got to have all this money up front to get involved. And it's like, okay, I'm involved now. Now I got to go find 20, 3 other people. They have to be committed just like me. And 9 times you're not.
Tell them about everything and all that stuff, and I still ain't really sure if y'all.
But if we start getting back into small businesses, this is one of my things I'm starting to realize more too. I'm homeownership has got to be something that you do.
Right.
Stop renting all the time. Renting is just giving the money to the same, to the people already.
But here, let me put a caveat on that. Getting back into home ownership, we have to be taught what responsibility is with it. Because a lot of us don't get into it because we scared. See, when you got a landlord that could come and fix the hot water tank or the air conditioner, or they're gonna mow the lawn and this, that, and the other, you ain't got to sit down. You don't have that responsibility.
Right. See? And that's where we at. That's where we're at.
Yeah, and a lot of folks are scared of that. They don't want to deal with that.
Well, first of all, when you call a plumber out, that's out here is about $150 just for them to come. They ain't nothing. Learn to do it. First of all, everything that you need to know how to do in fixing your home is on YouTube now. You can, if you got plaster, you need plaster.
My daughter called it YouTube University.
All of that, everything that you need to know how to do in your home. Just the other day we had the thing in the sink, My husband went and got a bucket and did it. You know, you
Oh,
got
the J pipe.
yeah, you got you know, and that's something small, but everything, you know, you don't people will let something tear up in their home and then they won't go get it fixed.
But
And
now
then
they
the
got
next
those
thing
new
tear up.
assurances where you could get for all your major appliances in your house.
Right,
So
right.
if you paying for that, if that break down, they come out, they fix it. If they can't fix it, they replace it. It's things that they didn't have back in the day before. So it's we got to learn about all these things. Mitch, why my stock app not on here? Something done happened to my stock app.
But some of the things that I see is home ownership is one. We don't invest, we don't save. We a lot of times we say we don't have anything to save. I get that because I've always that was always my line. I don't have nothing to save anyway. But at some point we got to get to the point where we're business owning your own business. I don't care if you got one lawnmower and you say I'm going to go cut these people's yards.
Right.
Learn to go out and do something that you can build on. I just met a guy the other day. We went to his farm today because he's a black rodeo guy. And my daughter loves to ride horses. And it's like, hey, invest in something like that, turn around and use it for the right reason. You could go and start taking kids on horse riding. You
They
know,
do it in Philly all the time. Like
all the
if you
time.
guys seen that, if you seen that movie, The Urban Cowboy, I was really upset that one of my little brothers wasn't in that movie because that is exactly what they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all think don't be no cowboys and stuff?
He owns 7 horses, 3 ponies. He just was up the street last week. That's how I met him. He was up the street at one of the neighbors giving a birthday party for $325 for an hour worth of birthday party.
Right.
So what did he do? He goes and gets young teenage boys or whoever, you know, to help him learn how to do the stables, do all that stuff. And then once they get to a certain degree of learning something, he'll go invest in buying them a horse so they can have it.
Yep. All the ones, listen, Jimmy used to go whenever, like, especially when it started getting warm and stuff outside. Go to the parks and stuff that's right around there. Give all the kids get right. They'd be like little $5 rides and stuff like that. And they take them all over the park, show them and stuff. It's a thing. You got to do something that you believe in. Like me being home now, I created the body butter. Meech don't remember. I created the body butters way before COVID. But I didn't care as much. I just only made it when people asked for it. If they asked for it, they wanted to purchase it, then I would make some. Normally, it would be for me and my kids, and I would ship it up to Philly and stuff. Now, I actually sell it. Now, I'm making all this stuff, and that stuff, Meech, how that stuff smelled that I sent you yesterday.
Okay, right. Hello.
I may need, what is that you selling now? Tell me.
You ain't see my commercial?
I be seeing stuff, but I mean,
I'm talking about when Meech ran the commercials. You ain't see it?
Yeah, I seen the little girls and that. Yeah, I understand.
It's body butters.
So it's like lotions.
No, they're all natural. Like it's a mixture of shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil, and different essential oils. Like right now, the batch that we are selling right now is Wake It Up, citrus Wake It Up, because it's an abundance of orange essential oils in it. Since it's the summer and spring, let's wake up the skin, rejuvenate the skin, and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes I make a bunch of them at once, but this time I just really only made that one thing of orange because I wanted to see how people liked it. So it's the body butters, rose water sprays, the necklaces and stuff. This is my special stones and stuff like that, and I make those.
I'm interested in your body shades and all that stuff. I want to get some from you, but I want to, we can do that offline. But I want to get information so I can do that.
Okay.
I also wanted some mail stuff from you, Meech, for my husband for Father's Day.
Okay.
Oh, girl, yeah.
Wakanda.
That Wakanda, honey. Yeah.
So
avocado oil.
And that's what we got to do. And that's the other thing. That's what we got to do is support each other. That's what they did in that's where Black Wall Street had its best.
Where it came from. And we got to remember where we come from. These things that we are doing, Meech is making oils and stuff. I'm making all natural shea butters. And what I made yesterday was like I know that everybody's on this whole thing where people want to use spirituality as a fad and all kinds of stuff like that. But I really look up different things, the herbs and the flowers and the oils and stuff that we can use. And yesterday I was just feeling some type of way, and I was watching this lady, this spiritual lady, and she's one of those people. She mixes up a lot of different stuff that's good for your body. And I was like, let me think of some stuff that's good for me. And I went in there and I mixed up the Himalayan sea salt, the sage, the dry lavender, the Himalayan sea salt, some rosemary. And then I soaked all of that in some rose oil, lemongrass oil, and that, how you say it again, Meech? Yang yang.
Yeah, lang lang.
Lang lang. I always use that oil as pure essential oils. Everything is all natural. But I only used it because I love the smell of it. So I would put it in stuff that I use because I love the smell of it. But ask Meech and make you want to eat it. And I said, I'm not going to put it in my bath. But I don't want to do it yet because I want to go get some coconut milk. No, I ain't taking this. I don't want that right now because I ate some ice cream because I didn't think you had saw my thing. So I'll probably eat it in the morning.
And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that we have to understand and see. We have allowed, I'm gonna say, new Americans to come in and do this. They have become one-stop shops. Okay.
I was just talking to my husband about that earlier.
They become one-stop shops. And one of the things how we thrive as a business, how the money turns over, if I got the potatoes and I'm the vegetable store, you the meat store, you the bread store, we got the same customer base.
Exactly. That's how it was when
everybody make money.
Remember that's how it was when we were
you were on it.
One store for that, one store for that. It was all in your neighborhood.
And it was all in the neighborhood. And that's how you kept your, and because it was in the hood, hard times or whatever, and you knew what you could do to make sure that the community thrived without embarrassing them, letting them keep their dignity and their integrity and carrying on. And hell, you knew the ones that had a little bit of change that would sit down there, put this on so and so's bill. Shh, that's between us. And carrying on so that wait a minute, oh my God, it just made me emotional.
One of the stores we had the stores that had the
just made me emotional.
Jimmy's had the book.
Yeah, we did too. Mr. Fergal Evans had it, and all we do is go up there. We need some lunch meat. He'd say, "I put it on the tab." Next, Mom would send us up there and be like, "Put some money on it," And I was living in Sedalia at the end. Yeah, and then what I was talking to my husband about. I was gonna say real quick. I said what I was talking to my husband about is like, how you got those places where they have like a big like just open area, like an open area, and you buy you go rent that place, and it's got so much square footage. You got a daughter that knows how to do hair. You got a daughter that knows how to massage. You got a son that knows how to take pictures. You got, so you go and you get an area that's big enough to do everything that everybody in their family knows. Somebody can do something. I don't get. You got somebody that cooks. You got a cooking thing over there.
Glamour shop like that, girl.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So you got somebody in every little area in that whole vicinity of one building, and everybody puts money towards that rent or that mortgage or whatever it is.
Right.
And then the rest of it gets invested back into the family, and other people will come because you can go there and I say, okay, I can get my hair done, go over there, I can be eating while I'm getting this done because they selling food over. And we need to, but we have gotten so far away from just that whole, nobody believes in community anymore. Nobody believes in, and we can't get along in the church and we can't get along out the church.
Okay.
It's all a part of it,
Oh, Mitch, real quick. You need me to pick you up tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my hair done first thing in the morning, then I'll come back.
Yeah, okay. She said lunch meat. That person is of a certain age. You know it.
Well, we still call it lunch meat. What y'all call it? What y'all call it?
Right. Okay.
What y'all calling it?
So, child, one of the I want us to consider that.
Lunch meat is geographical.
Okay, and I also know that it's going to take us to do it. We're sitting up here talking about what we do. As far as right now, we want to build this into a business. Right now, this is a hustle because we're trying to get it up and running. So this was the good hustle. I do oils. I have books. I'm trying to get my speaking out there so folks can sit there and hire me to come and
that's
talk
right
to the people and carry on because it's a hobby. Okay.
Exactly. That's what I want to
So,
do too. I want to do motivational speaking for the women.
And all of that. But what we have to do as well is to make sure that we don't get away from preserving the history and the history of all of this. We're not only just it's good to have these videos, but I'm going to all of the pro-Black nationalist children, the Pan-African children, the Power to the People children. Y'all keep talking about education. Where are the damn textbooks?
Come on.
Where are the textbooks? You keep saying
These
that
kids
that
don't
is
have
not
no
in the
damn books
book.
no more. That started with our kids. Because I remember cussing my son out one time. I said, where your books at?
Here's the thing, no, but here's where it is. We keep saying that our history doesn't exist, though. See, we keep saying that, oh, well, that's not in the books. Well, where are the books? We got enough people now. If you could sit down here and make a goddamn Hidden Colors, you got 5 episodes of Hidden Colors in video form. Why ain't that information in a damn textbook to where we can sit down, do papers, create a curriculum? Why haven't we done that? Okay.
Well, for one, some schools don't even want that in their schools.
Not about what they want or not, and that's part of the point. It's not about whether they want it in the schools or not. We need the books
You need to have
so
it
that
at
we
home.
can go to the Shrine of the Black Madonna or somebody else's Black-owned bookstore and say these are the textbooks. We got a curriculum.
I got a friend of mine, my daughter's friend. She just opened up a Black bookstore in Killeen, Texas.
Really?
Yes. It's called something urban. I don't remember.
But remember, we had those Black-owned bookstores that sold all the Black-owned books. Now you can't find one. People,
that's what I'm saying. That's what she's doing. She's trying to make a difference in her community by doing that. And matter of fact, all 3 of my books she's about to put in the store. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important for them to have that. To
make sure that we have a broad base of opinions from many different Black educators.
Right.
And I'm saying that because I know y'all heard me say Shrine of the Black Madonna. And I know a lot of them are usually of Muslim faith or whatever that Pan-Africanism is. And oftentimes a lot of their stuff can get very biased. Okay.
I was going to say, but that's the other thing too. We got to correct that. Pan-Africanism is not really based on any one religion. Most of the time, Pan-Africanism, most of them are going back to what we call like the spiritual thing of it. They're not being any one religion.
Right. They're saying I believe in the higher power.
More about just going back to Africa. That goes back to the Marcus Garvey thing and everything. Like Marcus Garvey, even though they would call them Garveyites, they still were Christians and they were going to church and everything. The Pan-Africanism was the movement of being able to go back to Africa or being able to learn African culture and stuff like that. That's what it is. So I don't want to like give that to any one person.
Right.
Exactly. One religion. Because I think in Pan-Africanism, there's a lot of different, there's the Hebrew Israelites, there's the Muslims, there's the Christians. There are a lot of Pan-Africanism, Pan-Africans who are part of that thing.
And
we think of Pan-Africanism, especially Meech, he got that damn religion, him and Dr. Umar. And they Dr. Umar is heavy on Pan-Africanism, but he's only one voice when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying?
I like Umar, but yeah.
Man, he's from Philly, so sometimes we have like a love-hate relationship. It's like double dutch with Umar.
But a lot of people do with him. That's like that Cornel West. Yeah. Dr. Cornel West. People either some love him, some hate him.
I like Cornel though. I really do. I ain't never had moments where I felt like, but that's because I ain't heard him say nothing crazy yet.
Okay.
Hey.
This guy said all you had to do was Google Black. I did that already, TJ. Thank you, darling.
Yeah, they're not as big as they used to be though, because like everybody used to have them.
According to this, this site, child, there are 125 black-owned bookstores across America.
That's it.
Okay, according to this,
Not
and this
when you got
here, and this is as of August 27th, 2020. Okay,
I'll add one more to it.
Okay, so 120 here in
That's not
Georgia.
many.
Georgia, we have 8 here. Okay,
I know
we have
there's a lot of them, and I don't know, maybe they don't talk about them, but there's a lot of black-owned bookstores in Philly, like just out there, like where the Islamic communities are, where the African communities
and,
are.
and, and now see, here's the thing. I don't know if I want to, but wait a minute. Hold, let me put a proviso here, because I don't know if I want to trust this list because they don't have the Shrine and the Black Madonna bookstore up here. Maybe it's not called that. Maybe it's called something else, but I know it should be here.
Well, then you also gotta think about whether the people are whether they're getting funded and all those kind of things.
Right.
They
Are
have
they listed as a
are they
black-owned
listed as a
bookstore?
black-owned? They may just be listed as a bookstore.
Right.
Well, according to this is
or even a Christian bookstore.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going by what the girl is sitting up here saying, honey. That these are all of these particular stores that are supposedly black owned and carrying on, honey. So I'm like, okay, and I'm skimming through it. Yeah, click here for author's favorite black owned bookstore. So, okay, find a bookstore by state. So, okay, they got it. Okay, so they got them all around and carrying on. But I just want to make sure that this is comprehensive. Okay, this is coming from. I guess this is out of Oprah Daily. I think this is one of the Oprah magazines, OprahDaily.com. And yeah, so this is where this article is coming from. So this is Oprah Daily and 125 black-owned bookstores in America that amplify the best in literature. Okay, that's the name of this article.
Well, guys, what else crashed besides Bitcoin? Now, this is funny because I finally got into my thing. Somehow my app had went off my phone. You guys know.
You do Robinhood?
Yeah, I do Robinhood. Me, for my granddaughters, they all own 20 shares in a medical marijuana company. And I wasn't really worried about it at the time. Don't come out here. What you want, water? Take this in there and get it. Because I knew it was, when I read up on it, it's set to grow. So I'm not really worried about it. But even though it says that all of my stocks are down right now, but the numbers are still pretty high. They still higher than when the hell I bought them.
Right.
I hadn't checked in like a week and a half either.
AMC was kind of high.
Really? Maybe because we're still in the pandemic, but I'm gonna say we are post vaccine. I'm not gonna say post pandemic.
I want AMC stocks to keep going up because then that way I must keep denying whatever money they offer me and wait until they get their money back. Because y'all know they filed for bankruptcy, right?
Right. Yeah.
They owe me money. I broke my leg. I want my money. I broke my leg. I want my money.
Okay.
I was like, look at the film student falling in the theater. That was when I was a film student. I'm a filmmaker now.
Okay.
Oh, I need to talk to you too again, Nikki, about making what I got to do to get my book into a movie form.
Into a movie? Okay. We can talk about it into a script.
So all right, well let's do this because see we are at the 3.5 hour mark. And we got stuff to do tomorrow. And this was a really good show. Tomorrow being Saturday, I'm working on to see if I get a special guest in tomorrow. I don't think we could do it tomorrow. However, do know that this coming Sunday, for I Said What I Said Sundays, I have a femininity and dating coach, April Mason, is going to be here. And this is my sister, honey, and this is going to be.
The one that has eyeglasses?
Yeah.
I can't promise y'all though, because Sunday my birthday, and
April.
Well, actually, I'm trying to fly home so that I can go to the doctor on Monday.
Okay, so, April is going to be here, and this is going to be a really, really good show. And ladies, I want y'all to get you and your girlfriends and your boyfriends, honey, because this is going to be very interesting. So that's coming next Friday, the 11th.
That's right up my alley, though, the whole dating thing and all that.
Uh,
That's what I counsel, family counseling and
okay.
counseling.
Oh, child. This is going to be
That's my
absolutely
alley.
fantastic. Next Friday, the 11th, we're going to have Men at Large is going to be here. Both Dave Tolliver and Jason Champion. Jason has returned to the group. You know, Gemini passed. Who had taken Jason's place when Jason decided to walk away to go into gospel. Well, now he's coming back, and the original Men at Large are back together, and so they're going to be on.
I can't wait for that. I remember seeing them one time at Dave and Buster's in Philly when Dave and Buster's had just opened. I think it was like 1993, 94. I promise you. And I was like, yeah, because they was.
Yeah. So we're going to get all up into that. So we got some good stuff coming. Good stuff. And hell, we on countdown, child. We are T-minus 30 days. Hell, well, next month on July 1st will be the anniversary of Dishing T. We'll be 12 years old, honey.
12 years old.
12.
Wow. Not this one, the radio show, right? The radio show. Right?
The company itself will be 12 years old. We've been doing a live broadcast for 2 years almost.
Take this in the room.
So, but yeah, the company will be 12 years old.
This one, how old are we doing it like this?
12, 2 years.
2 years? No, not. I mean, doing it like this.
Oh, like this.
We're doing it like this, right? We're doing it like this now.
Yeah, a year.
Because you guys know we used to film our show. We would tape our show,
film,
and then upload it to the network.
Right, and then we came. Yeah,
So are you in the Nighthawk network? Or are you just you're in Dishing T-ness? You know, is it 2 different networks?
It's 2 different networks, but we're affiliates of one another.
We're affiliates because that's how Buck created it. Like when he started coming over watching us and stuff like that, and then we all started supporting each other. Like Dishing T was already before any of this stuff had ever happened.
Wow.
Like Meech had already had Dishing T. Red had already had Atlanta Hot Radio. I had already had Let's Talk Without Nikki. And since we all work together, we all just start working on each other's shows. So we started going to the radio station and doing the radio thing. Meech would do his live radio broadcast still by himself. I would do Let's Talks Without Nikki, and then we would come together on this Dishing T because there's 2 Dishing T's. He has a radio show that he does by himself, and then we came together on this one for people to see us.
Right.
Okay. I used to do 4 or More radio. Have you ever heard of 4 or More radio?
Yeah.
I used to be on 4 or More radio.
Okay.
Meech, yours is Blog Talk, right?
I'm Blog Talk. Yeah.
But I just couldn't. I don't like to be controlled on what I'm going to say when it comes to God's word, and people trying to tell me that's one thing for y'all to do it that way. But if God tell me to say something different, I'm going to be me. That's why I went out on my own with mine.
And that you haven't. Okay.
You got to listen to the word that He gives you.
Okay. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's let the good people get back to their Friday evening. It's kind of early.
I don't miss all of Perry Mason.
Oh.
It don't matter. Just rewind.
I was watching it on MeTV.
Okay.
That's my little old people thing. That's some
I'm sure you can find it again. Perry been alive a lot. He been doing the same thing.
I could go right on my Fire Stick and find it. But you know how the old people was. That's some stories that come on.
Yeah.
She said, I done missed my Perry Mason. Okay.
That's all right. Twilight's about to come on. All right. Love y'all.
Okay. Love you much. Kisses.
All right. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh, wait, he ain't say the last part. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Listen, you may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished. And darling, you've been dishing tea with Big Meech and Aunt Nikki and the big guy ally Big Red himself popped in. And our special guest co-host up in here, the Dr. Evangelist Marla Facey, has been up in here with us, honey. So listen, my darlings, honey, if you love us, tell all of your friends, honey. But if you hate us, you can tell all of your mother.
Every last one.
But
every last one.
I love when you do that. But do know this. Everything that we're doing over here, any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything
everything
will move forward, my darling. So, honey, on that note, sweetie, we will see you guys again real soon until the next time. And all of that. So you know how we do it. Woo!
Love on somebody. Make sure you love yourself.
And
good night, you guys.
scene.